Appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to talk about how to go live with ease and confidence, and we are going to go live on TikTok as well. So, welcome to the room. I appreciate you all joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Appreciate the support, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to get going. Let's see if we can get our screens up. You guys are hearing me. I did not do my sound. So let's do some sound. We'll get this going in a second. I want to make sure we can do a quick sound check. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Hopefully, this is picking me up. Let's see. That's the sound. Appreciate you all joining. Hopefully, we have sound. Sound check. All right, we do. All right, we have some sound, friends. All right, just wanted to make sure we are on the same page. Trying to make sure I have the sound I need. Appreciate you all being here. Um, we're gonna get going on the TikTok streets as well. Appreciate you all joining me. I am just getting started, you all. Appreciate the support. We're gonna get going on these TikTok streets. In the meantime, let me know if you guys have any questions. I always want to make sure I'm answering questions. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. Appreciate you all joining. And hopefully everything's going well. Let's do this. We do our rules of engagement so that we can make sure that we have enough engagement in the room um, so that people know we're here. Want to make sure we have enough engagement in the room. So I appreciate you all being here. Appreciate all the support. Thank you all for being here. Okay. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. So we'll get going in just a few minutes. Thank you all for coming on. Let's see. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. You'll see it down below, that thumbs up to say you like the live. Also, go ahead and click that subscriber button. Click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I appreciate everybody joining me this morning. I appreciate the support. We're going to get going in just a few minutes here on these TikTok streets. Get going in just a few minutes. Um, Appreciate the support for all of you all, from all of you all. Thank you for being here. And so we're going to get going in just a few minutes. Thank you all for joining me. And if you have any questions, feel free to come on in and ask questions. How you doing, friends? Thank you so much for joining. If you're new to my live, go ahead and click the thumbs up. Also, that subscriber button, as well as the bell to get notifications when I go live and post content. Appreciate everybody joining. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. So thank you all for coming in. Um, Appreciate all the support that's happening here. And we're gonna get going in a second. I feel a little bit better. I've been struggling with my congestion and stuff, but it's coming along, coming along. So it's not as bad as it was before. Um, let's see. All right, we're gonna get started. TikTok Live, TikTok Live. We are live on TikTok. Welcome to the room. We are live on TikTok. We're giving live streaming tips. So come on in, ask questions about how to go live. Feel free to come in and ask questions, friends. We are talking all things going live. Appreciate you all joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. We're giving beginner friendly tips on how to go live. So come in, ask questions on how to go live. Hey, Miss Darlene, how are you, friend? Miss Darlene, I owe you a message. Don't let me forget to ask. Hey, Trisha, how are you, friend? Come on in as well. Miss Darlene, I owe you a message. Here's what I will say. I owe you a message about TikTok Go. So don't let me forget to message you. But I owe you a message just regarding TikTok Go. All right. So I just wanted to kind of check in with you real quick on that. So I owe you a message. But thank you all for coming in. Thank you all for joining the live. We are talking all things going live. We're giving live streaming tips. We're gonna give TikTok live tips. Welcome to the room. Thank you for the repost. Oh, you guys coming in. Appreciate that. You said okay. All right. So thank you so much for supporting the live. I am gonna share my live out. My bottom banner still is not working. I'm about to put in a ticket and see what's happening there. I need to figure that one out. Thank you all. Hey, Soda, welcome to the room. Welcome to the room, everybody. Come on in. Thank you so much. I'm starting my live. I tried to jump on a wee bit earlier because you guys know I'm always running behind. But Flourish Plants, she is supposed to be joining me. So I was hoping we can kind of get through the early stuff, the 10K likes, the flash goal, all that stuff, and then I can pull her up. So I'm thinking about 10:45ish. We'll try to pull her up and talk about her journey. She is a seller on TikTok. So she's going to talk about her journey, talk about what's been happening for her, her room growth, and just kind of talk through her process. So hopefully you guys can take some nuggets from her as well. I don't see my screen right now. I'm gonna be back in a second. Um, uh, let's see. I'm writing up my message. Uh, let's see. All right, friends. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining. Appreciate the support. Thank you for the populars in the Daily Harmony. Hey, Bob, how are you, friend? Thank you for all the shares. You guys are awesome. Appreciate that support. That early support coming in is so necessary. You want to get those 10K likes as soon as possible. So we are liking the live. If you guys don't mind coming in, hey 904, how are you? Travis, welcome to the room. Grabbing that daily heart me. Appreciate you. Hey, Flourish, I must have missed you. Did I blink? When did you come in? I see the repost. Welcome to the room. I was just saying you are on your way shortly. And so we can get through the first part of getting that 10K likes in 10 minutes. And then hopefully we get the flash go quickly and we can have you come up soon after that. So I just popped in before Travis. I must have blinked. I literally I did not see it happen. Thank you so much. Love in Tennessee. Welcome to the room, friend. Selena, welcome, friend. Good morning. Good morning, Travis. I wasn't watching the time. I was still alive. You said I was still alive. And it told me to invite you. And I was like, oh, darn. You're like, wait a minute. How am I invite? Oh, I got to go over there. We could have done in your room. We could have done a co-host. That would have been interesting. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, you all. I'm still getting over this, but I'm better. I'm getting better. Thank you all for being here. Selena, thank you for those populace. Yes, Sarah Lynn bailed on bailed on us. She did. Happy welcome. How you doing? Hello, Beauty Caffeine. Welcome to the room as well. Everybody coming in. Thank you so much. We're doing our 10K likes in 10 minutes. So we are at 4K likes. We're probably like 5 minutes. So we might have to pick up the pace. Well, it says 4 minutes right now. So that's good. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. You said way to dime me out, y'all. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. Bye. That's what you did to y'all. All right. See, I appreciate you coming through, friend. Thank you so much. This it's so good to have these conversations though, because I think as more people are coming onto the app, more people are learning these little tips and tricks and ways to kind of get your room activated, things you can be doing. You need to hear from different creators, first of all, but also just kind of take that in and try to make sure you're doing something and create a regimen. That's the main thing. That's probably going to be like the main takeaway, in my opinion. Like, what is your regimen? Do you just go on and click live? I'm going to say that's not going to work. You're going to have to do some things to make sure you warm up your room, make sure you do some things before you go live. All of that matters, and that's going to help with building your stream. Thank you so much. Thank you for the shares, friends. I appreciate you. We at 7K likes, 5 minutes in. We're ahead. I appreciate all the support. Thank you all for sharing and liking the live, and our hearts are just flowing, flowing, flowing. So I appreciate you. Dr. Michael, did I see you come in? Sir, let me know if you're here still. I'm not sure if you are. I saw your request to join the agency. I don't if you don't mind, click Service Plus. Do me a favor, click Service Plus for me and send me a message and say, Doc, blessings. Hey, friend. Send me a message here if you did intend to join the agency. Send me a message because you got it's a message that popped up for you. So I want to make sure I remember to DM you. So if you send me a message, I'll see it and I'll respond to it. Hey, how you doing, Harold? Harold, I saw you come in. Thank you so much. Others coming in. Kareem, thank you so much. Is it Saikeem? I think that's what it was. Thank you so much for being here. Sandy, I saw you as well. Welcome to the room, everybody. Morning. How you doing, friend? Welcome, welcome. We are at 10K likes. Oh my gosh, it happened so quickly. I looked up and it was there. So 10K likes in 6 minutes. Look at us. Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate all the support you all. So what's going to happen next? TikTok, we know what TikTok does. We see the pattern. So hopefully the pattern stays true. We'll probably see the flash go shortly. We'll see the flash go in the next 5 minutes or so. So TikTok usually sends that a little earlier when we hit that live, that tapping goal. The sooner the better. Obviously, we want to see it sooner so we can just get it off our to-do list and move on. Um, I'm gonna pull up regardless, I think maybe by 10:30, maybe that's probably a good time. I'm gonna pull up our friend Flourish Plants. I need 45 followers to go live on my PC. Oh, do you really, friend? Let's see. Um, well, you probably I don't know if that's true. You probably may have live access already, and I thought you need to go live on your phone first, and then they give you PC access. I thought that was the order, that you have to start your live process and have so many lives you've done, and then you can go over there. But don't quote me on that. I'm not a PC person. I don't like the laptop. I am pro phone. Hey, what are your tips on best times to go live? Ooh, how you doing, Steph? Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. Good morning. I see you, friend. Hey, Harold. Good morning, Zero. How are you, friend? Steph, tips for best time to go live. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. I probably should make a sticker for this. And if you're new to my room, don't forget to follow the live host. I appreciate you all. If you want to click up here, you can follow if you're not following already. And then we'll talk about engagement as well. I want to make sure you guys are liking the live, sharing it out. If you don't mind sharing it, we just got through the 10K taps. So if you don't mind sharing that live out, you click the arrow in the corner, you can repost. You can add it to your story. You can share it with friends and groups. You also can press down on the middle of the screen and do what's called a power share and share it out to your friends that way as well. Thank you all. I appreciate you. So, Steph, your question. Good morning, everyone. Excited to learn. Welcome, friends. Um, First thing I tell people, you got to start with you. That's why I said I need a sticker for that because I say it all the time. I even did a video on this. It has to start with you. If you are not going to show up in a consistent way at a consistent day and time, that actually does impact how people learn where you're at, what you're doing, and find you on the app. If you're popping up too much, it does confuse your audience, it confuses the algorithm, and you may not notice traction in what you're doing in your live stream. So I think it helps to have a schedule. That's the first thing I will say. Consistency with you. The app also has some analytics that you'll see after 7 times, about a week of going live, you'll start seeing analytics pertaining to, when your viewers, not your followers, your viewers, are on the app. And so the viewers is people who came through your live in those early days. That's a moving target because TikTok is just pushing a few people in your room. You're probably not seeing a lot of visibility. And so I wouldn't base it on those individuals. I probably wouldn't base it on any of my viewers because they change. It changes over time. So again, the times they give you are suggested times. It may be something to be said about what your topic is. Maybe your topic is probably a topic more suited for the morning or better suited for the evenings or afternoons. So think about what you're talking about. Skincare, if that's what you're going to talk about, it could be morning time routine. So you're like, get dressed with me, get ready with me. Here's my makeup, my morning time routine, or even a nighttime. So you can do a morning and an evening and talk about your skincare in the evening as well. So just think about your topic, think about when people are on the app, but ultimately start with you. That's what I would say. I tried 4:30 for the past month, but no traction. I don't know if 4:30 is a great time. 4:30 in the afternoon? 4:30 for you? What time? What I mean, what time zone are you into? I don't know if that makes a difference. So, see, I would see a morning time, early 7, 8, maybe even 6 if you wanted to be super early. And then an evening time, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 even. um, could be interesting in terms of who's on the app, what times they're on the app. Midday, people are traveling home from work or at work, depending on the time zone. And so you may not see people really thinking about skincare in that way. If that, again, if that is your topic. Thank you so much, Queen Beauty. Welcome to the room. You said very helpful. But again, start with your schedule because if you're bouncing all over the place, it could be interesting to get true traction on people coming back and wanting to hear more and more of your tips. You said central timing. Yeah, I was thinking so. Move towards nighttime for more traffic. Yeah, yeah. The nighttime is a busy time. I mean, that's when people are sitting back, relaxing, and they have time to scroll. So it is a good time to be on the app. So I wouldn't say it's not. I do makeup and beauty, and thank you for your help. You're welcome. You're welcome, friend. Um, we did not see that flash code yet, so we'll see if we see it shortly. Thank you, everybody. Who has come in. If you are new, put new in the chat. I always ask for you guys to kind of say hello, say I'm new so that we can say hello back to you. I want to make sure we greet you. Thank you, friend. I see you. Um, I tell people all the time, like if you come to someone's home, imagine coming to a live stream in someone's home and you want to come in and say hello. Okay. So you want to do that. So we all know you. Hey, I'm new here. I see the coffee. Welcome to the room. And so we can greet you back. And then we have other live hosts in the room too. And so these are other people who are starting their journey or have been at it for a minute. Hey, D squared, welcome to the room. And so you want to make sure you're connecting and engaging with other people. We don't do grow room tactics or behaviors here like scooped and gotcha and followed and all this stuff. We are actually engaging with intention. So we might read someone's bio. You might say, hello, how you doing? Oh, I love your topic. Do you go live yet? So that's the kind of room you're trying to cultivate. You're trying to cultivate behaviors that you want people to do for your room. Hey, how you doing, Coach Ray? Thank you so much for being here. Hey, RFL, welcome to the room, friend. We just got the flash go. Let's see what it's talking about. It is talking about that darn Heartme. Sigh. The Heartme is our flash goal. It is a TikTok goal. It's not Dr. Lisa's. TikTok will send flash goals throughout your live. We typically, what we've noticed as a pattern is that TikTok will send it earlier when we hit our 10K in 10 minutes. It is random. It is random. So it's 13 minutes in. And so it comes as a way to activate the room to make sure people are actively engaging. If you have not sent your heart me, you only can send it one time for my room a day. Boo, I sent it when I came in. I know, Abby. TikTok does it all the time. We've actually gotten the habit. Hey, Eve, we've gotten the habit of saying hold the heart me's. Hold the heart me's. I should have said it because TikTok was gonna TikTok me. I knew it. I knew it, friends. Thank you, Sandy. I see you, friend. Dang. TikTok does it to me all the time. We have enough people to smash the goal. Yes, we do. We do. We have more than enough in the room. So if you have not given your daily heart me, it's 1 coin, 1 penny. You have to have coins on your account. If you're talking about being a live host, now I got to get on my soapbox. Okay. If you're talking about being a live host, just realize what you do for others is what you're going to want people to do for you. All right. Hold the heartbeats. I know better. We hold it all the time in Flourish Live. I knew it said it was going to be 22 heartbeats, not 32. I know. TikTok tried me. TikTok is like, you know what? We're gonna reach for the stars today. That's so real. And thank you so much, Beauty Caffeine, because that's real. Because the being a live host means that you're gonna ask people to support you. And so if you're not out here, thank you very much, friend. If you're not out here with the intention to support others, then how are you gonna ask people to support you? All right. So you have to be of a mindset that I'm coming in, I'm supporting my viewers, but better be as generous as me. And you actually cultivate that though. You cultivate that by being generous when they go live and connecting with them and supporting them. And so those are the things that you want to do. So the way support looks on this app, support comes in multiple ways. We know about liking a live, sharing it out. Comments is support. I'm definitely a fan of my little clicker. Thank you so much, Bob. Hey, pals. Appreciate your friend. But support also comes when in this way, the daily heart me, the flash goal, people's gift gallery. Those are ways to support as well. All right. Floor's got us trained. I know. I know. I'm gonna have to be like, "Call the Heartmes." When y'all come in, "No Heartme, don't say that Heartme." She doesn't do that. I'm saying Imma have to do that, not that Flourish does that. But just recognize that at the end of the day, you wanna have coins in your account, you wanna support. All right? So, hey, 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 how you doing, crazy couple? Welcome to the room. So right now we do have the flash goal going. It is Heartme's. It is 32 of them. We only have 7 so far. So I know we got a lot more Heartme's in us. There's 41 people in the room. The flash goal says that you only can do it, a flash goal, only 1 per person will count, when the flash goal is happening. It's a 15-minute goal. 15 minutes, you have to achieve it. And so ideally, everyone in the room, it's all hands on deck. Everyone in the room is supporting and sharing their heart me if you can. And so that's what happens with the flash goal. The heart me actually is a little messy of TikTok to send the heart me because again, people come in, they click the daily heart me. They should count that heart me that the people clicked when they first came in, but they don't. But the flash goal is when it starts counting. And because you only can send the heart me one time, you can't send it again. So one time for that live host, one time a day for that live host. And so I go live twice a day. So my 4 o'clock, people who gave it in the 10 o'clock can't do it again in the 4 o'clock. So that's how it works. So just know you are if you sent it already, that's great. If you haven't, I would greatly appreciate for you to send your daily heart me. Exactly, they should. They should. I mean, because the live started. Count the ones that already happened. Why not? So and then this is a algorithm, they can still come up with a goal that's reasonable. You know what I'm saying? Like, deduct the ones that did it already, and then the ones who haven't, then you come up with a random number based off that. TikTok, we can do that. We can make that happen. Hey, imagery, welcome to the room, friend. If we're here, I know, it's not fair. It's not fair. I know. TikTok, that's a complaint I have. Just so that y'all know. I have a complaint. Oh, look at you. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm on the YouTube. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Brand? Welcome to the room. Good morning. We are setting up this flash go, like setting up the heart me as a live go. I know. And I should. The reason why I don't do it is because I don't have the 3 goal options. I still don't have that. And I've uninstalled, reinstalled, updated the app. I've done all the things. So I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna send a request though. I gotta send in a ticket because my sound bar isn't working. When I press the screen, there's certain features still don't work correctly. And that's been about 2 weeks now. So I need to stop and just make a list of all the things that I don't have working correctly. Thank you so much, Angie. Thank you for those roses. Others came in with the daily heart me. I appreciate everybody who sent it, as well as the radiant launch. Luna, welcome to the room. Let's see if I can pin the flash goal again. We're almost halfway there. So let's see if we can get this goal knocked out, guys. I wanna bring Flourish up. She's gonna talk to us. Let's see if we can spend a few more minutes on this flash goal and then we'll bring Flourish up. And hopefully we achieve it, you all. I want to make sure we get this goal completed. So this is the flash goal. If you guys have not sent your daily heart me, I would greatly appreciate that so we can get it out the way, friends. Thank you so much for supporting. Send it that way as well. Thank you all. And then anyone else who hasn't sent it, we're halfway there. So if we can get it done in the next 8.5 minutes, so we can have that flash goal completed. Thank you all for sending your backups on the backups. I'm sending my backups too. Sending in all the troops. So if we can get it going, I appreciate you all. We can help show this room some love. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Every day I go live, I become more acquainted and at ease with my viewers. Yes, that's it. Yeah, especially if you have some frequent some people who come by frequently, daily, obviously that would be great. And then the fan club, that's what the Daily Heartman is all about. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate your friend. The fan club is all about that in terms of how you're able to start tracking how they are supporting your room and even putting tags. You can make personalized tags. There's also AI tags that are in there as well. So you can have all that data, just kind of get a keep a little note of who are the people coming by. Maybe some special little things about them, and so what type of content do they do, or is there something in particular, maybe they live in a certain geographical area and stuff, and you want to capture that so you can remember, oh yeah, you're the person that lives in Chicago, whatever the case may be. You can put that there too. Okay, so you can create notes for your fan club, and then TikTok will create some AI generated notes as well. Thank you so much for the populace. I appreciate you. Hope thank you for the follow. Others, by the way, do you feel better? I'm feeling a little bit better. As you can tell, I'm not. My nose is not. Knock on wood, Lord. I'm probably about to make it happen, but my nose didn't feel like it was running as much. But I'm still kind of congested. You can hear it. Um, I had a just a regular scheduled appointment this morning, doctor's appointment. Um, Women's health appointment, and so I, um, I asked about my sinuses, and they was like, "We can't do nothing for that." So I gotta go. She said, "Just keep doing what you're doing. You'll be fine. Over the counter stuff." I was like, "All right, thanks. Appreciate it." I didn't know that. So helpful to stay connected. Yes, yes. Glad to know you're feeling better. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate y'all. So, yes, the fan club, that's the key to your growth. If you really can kinda hone in on the people who are coming in supporting, that's gonna be key to how you're able to cultivate a larger fan club as part of your monetization strategy as a live host, as well as, you know, people are there because they're getting to know, like, and trust you, and they relate to the content you're producing. So, you wanna keep them engaged, make them feel seen and heard. Don't ignore your fan club. That's gonna be important. If you can kinda keep that relationship cultivated as much as possible would be great. Thank you so much again, friend. She bringing the backups to the backups. Appreciate you. Who is left in the room? Let's see if we got any more. We need 12 more people. 12 more people to send their daily Heartme. So coins on your account, you hit the gift box in the corner. It'll say recharge if you don't have coins on your account, or say the number of coins that you have. If you click that, it actually pops up a screen. I'm gonna tell you to pause because I don't want you to get coins in the app. I want you to go to the website. If you go to TikTok's website, it actually says it's there recharge on TikTok.com/coin, COIN, and then you can go there to get coins at a 25% discount. So get coins on your account. That's a must. Okay. Hey Tima, how are you, friend? Hey Bobby, welcome to the room. Thank you so much. Charlie, I think I saw you come in as well. Welcome, friend. Thank you all. I made a huge mistake. I thought I signed up for a seller and got the affiliate. Can't fix it. RJ, you want to be an affiliate. Do you mean a reverse? Were you trying to sell your own products? Or did you want to be a TikTok shop affiliate? I think you got the right program. Let me know. I think you got the right program. If you wanted to be a seller this whole time, you could have been signed up. You didn't need to wait for 1,000 affiliate. So you did the right one. Did you make a mistake when you wrote that? Because you said seller and you meant affiliate. You did affiliate. So you meant you did a seller, and you by accident. Let me know what you mean. Message me. Send me a message, and I can walk you through it. How do I get more affiliates for my shop? More affiliates for your shop. So you're a seller. So yes, I did seller. Okay. Message me. I'm not you're gonna have to go in and discontinue the shop. Unless you didn't do the full process, it doesn't matter. If you didn't do the full process and you just clicked around, it's probably a non-issue. But if you did go all the way through, then you have to close the shop. That's what you have to do. So, and then it might be 30 days before you can do the affiliate. How do you get affiliates for your shop? Um, you know what? Let's ask Flourish. Flourish should be a good person to talk to about that. Because she's a seller, so she's gonna come up. Flourish, let me know whenever you're ready, friend. We're gonna see if we can get through this last few of the flash go. We have I don't think I can pin it yet. Can I pin it? Oh, I can. So this is the last time I can pin it. If you have not, okay, I will message you. Perfect, perfect. Thank you. Ready when you are. Okay, perfect. We're gonna get through our last few people. If you can send your flash go, we're down to the last 3 minutes. We're at the end of this, so we need what is that? Six more people in the room. So if you haven't sent your daily heart me, it says join up here. If you're new to my room, click the join. It's 1 coin. If you haven't sent it, it would be great. Let's see if we can get that achieved before we pull up our friend Flourish. So we need 6 more people. So if you got your backup to the backup to the backup, you can send your backup. Send the Calvaries. And come on in and let's get this flash goal completed. Thank you all for being here. So I do have a guest person coming up, a guest creator. And so we're going to have her come up. Hey, Dr. Michelle, welcome to the room. Others coming in. Thank you all for sharing out the live. We're going to share. Thank you for grabbing those daily heart me's. We are down to the last four, I believe, that's needed. So we need four different people. Thank you so much, friends. Um, we need three more people. Three different people to send their daily heart me. We're gonna click join up here. So three new people to do it. And I think we have like a minute left, maybe a minute and a half. So if we can get it before it expires, that would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, so we're right at a minute and 45 seconds. So thank you all for supporting. If you can get it done, that would be great. Who's going to come in and save the day? We need three more people to come in and click the daily heart me up top. Thank you all. Okay, I'm back under shop name. Okay, perfect, perfect. Appreciate it, friends. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for grabbing that. Two more people, one more person, one more person. We got about a minute left. Let's see. Oh, that was it. Awesome. We did it. Look at you all. Thank you so much. All right, TikTok. You tried it and you did not win. We got that flash go. We got it. Okay, so if you guys don't mind sharing out the live, you could do a power share in the middle of the screen. We're going to continue to tap as well. And we're going to bring up a friend. She's going to come up, Flourish Plants. She's in the agency, Creator Network Agency. I am an owner and manager. And so I'll talk about the agency afterwards, but she is in the agency. And so she's been a great live host. She started back in August with us and she's been growing. So she'll tell her story, her journey, but just recognize that she's going to take you through her process of going live from a seller perspective. I think that's key because as you're thinking about being here for your business, you want to understand how you can monetize here, but also grow your community and get as much engagement as possible. And that's the whole point of this. If you're a business, you're trying to get visibility, you're trying to market your services or your products, and you want people to see you. So think of this as your marketing strategy. And so she does that and she does it beautifully. She's come up with a strategy and she's executing it well. So I want to make sure you guys see and hear from her directly. We'll treat this like a Q and A, but feel free to put comments in the chat. Make sure you follow Flourish as well if you want to connect with her. She would be a great person to kind of see in action if you're looking at, okay, how can I do this? How do I make it make sense for what I do? All right. So Flourish, I'm gonna invite you now, friend. Hopefully I can see you. There we go. And then let's see, I don't know what my layout is. That's not the layout I wanted. Let me change my layout. So I don't know what layout I have. Let's see. There we go, friend. This is the fluid grid, and we are going to take that other box away as well. Let's see. Let's turn that extra spot off. There we go. All right, friend. Well, welcome, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are
How
you?
y'all?
So happy to have you here this morning. We talked about doing this last week, and so I said let's make it Wednesday. We'll make it part of our 10 o'clock showing. So I'm so happy you're here, friend. Um, you said my question was how to get more affiliates. So you know what? So that is a question on the table. Why don't you start off by introducing yourself, telling us how long you've been on the app, and how long you've been going live, and just tell us a little bit about your beginnings.
Well, first and foremost, I'm usually not in my kitchen when I do lives,
Right.
but I have a planned event this evening, so I have to cook dinner now so that we just reheat it later. So that's what I'm doing. I'm staying here cooking some chicken up. But my name is Sarah Lynn, and I own Flourish Plant Care. I go live on TikTok 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday at 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. Eastern time. And usually we're in my greenhouse of over 600 houseplants, and I teach all about how to take care of your indoor houseplants so that you and your plant can flourish together, not just for a season, but for a lifetime. And that's basically what I talk about each and every day. Some days we talk about multiple plants. Some days we talk about just one plant for 2 solid hours. Um, it is what it is. But I started here on the app almost 1 year ago, going live. June
Ish.
ish, 23rd ish, I think is my day that I actually started going live. I was a student of Dr. Lisa's before I went live, and of Coach Vicki Wooden in the green room. And for many months, I just kind of watched and learned and took notes. I'm going to steal a line from Coach V and get your pen and paper ready, my friend.
Right.
You're going to want to take notes. You're not going to remember all of this. And it's nice to have a little something off to the side when you are live to go, oh, yep, I need to do that. Or, oh, I forgot about that. I'll try it next time. Those types of things are what really make a difference, I think, when you're a live streaming host. Um, so I started a year ago ish, and I started out with 3 days a week. I went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I went at 8:15 in the morning because usually by then my husband was out the door, my daughter was out the door. It worked for my family, and I did just an hour. And I did that for about 2 weeks. I was like, you know what? I have more to say. So then I started going one and a half hours, and I bumped it up to 4 days a week. Then, without even thinking about it, I became 6 days a week.
You got a call.
Um,
Okay.
for about 6 days a week, and then I went to 2 hours. I think at one point I was even heckling Dr. Lisa because she was only doing 90 minutes. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, please, child's play. I do 2 hours.
Uh-huh.
But she does it twice a day. So,
Yes.
yeah, that was kind of my journey. But about 2.5 months ago, 3 months ago, I had the date in my office. I hit 10,000 followers, and now I'm up over 13,000 followers with a goal of hitting 20,000 followers, all organically, not going into grow rooms, not begging for numbers. These are people who are actually plant people. And I can't stress that enough. It's very nice if you want to follow me because Dr. Lisa has recommended in all those things. Those are wonderful things to have, but the more people that you
Bigger
have that are
people.
actually genuinely interested in your topic, those are the ones you want to hone in on. Those are the ones that you want um, to flourish with. Um, you want organic growth. That is a slower growth. All right, a much slower growth. Um, it's not an overnight sensation. It's not lots of money. If you're talking monetization, remember this is part of my business. This is only a small portion of my business, and I'm not even doing sales on TikTok. I'm teaching how to take care of the thing that you can buy from me. So organic, yes, Carmen, genuine organic connections. That will last you longer than just getting that first 1,000 followers and just random people.
Yeah. All right. All right. So, and and I think what we were talking about earlier was like the fan club and just cultivating that room, that space of people who are coming in, like you said, that are really interested in your topic and they want to be a fan of yours and continue to grow. So let's talk a little bit about how you have, how did your process grow from that June start throughout to today? I mean, obviously, we saw some changes that happened towards the end of the year, and so I think let's hone in on that so people can see that it is a process.
Yeah, so I started in June and it was just getting my nerves out of the way. Then when I realized I had more to talk about and I had people actually asking questions, I took their questions and I repeated them throughout the week. I also learned that when I repeated things throughout the week, like if I talk about an orchid today, 9 times out of 10, some of my people are in the room, they can tell you, I'm going to mention an orchid again throughout the week because now the algorithm has learned that I'm here talking about orchids. And they're going to push people into your room who have searched for
Crickets.
orchids.
Mhm.
Okay. So Dr. Lisa comes on here. She talks about live streaming. She might say that word at nauseum for herself and for some of you, but she's
Algorithm.
doing it with intention. It's it's all with a purpose.
Yeah.
It's those keywords. I don't know how many of you have ever heard of search engine optimization. It's the same thing. TikTok is listening. I'm from the Midwest. We tend to talk a little faster. You
Mhm.
East Coasters, you talk even faster. You have to slow it down. If you make a video, I'm not a big content person, but if you make a video and the captions are wrong, it's because you're talking too fast.
Yes.
Slow it down. Take a deep breath. It's okay to have a pause. It's okay to take a breath.
Yeah.
It's okay to have a sip of something off screen, of course. I'm horrible at that, but um, those types of things, those keywords are what going to pull those organic followers, the ones who are going to be with you for longevity, into your room.
Exactly.
And when I learned that, that's when I was like, okay, now I can go 2 hours. Now I can go 6 days a week. Then Dr. Lisa said, how come you're not going 7 days a week? And I was like, all right, I see your point, Doc. And I went 7 days a week up until last week.
And that was
Before,
because of your season, your plant season.
yeah, my plant season officially kicked off last Saturday. So not only do I do TikTok and sell over 1,600 plants on my .com, but and I ship them all over the U.S. and Puerto Rico. I also do in-person plant events like I have tonight, where I do plant bingo, and then I also do farmers markets in 3 different localities, and I travel all over the U.S. appearing at plant shows as well.
Yeah.
Very busy. This is a small niche in my business.
Mm,
Um, so learning to talk slower not only benefit you here on TikTok, but if you're in customer service at all, people can understand you. People's brains are racing with whatever they're wanting to get from you. If you slow them down, they're going to actually absorb what you're saying. And sometimes it's been proven in marketing schools, and I have a degree in marketing. Um, if you say something 3 times, you have increased their
mhm.
chances of remembering
Yeah.
it. Just remembering. All right. Think of it this way. Ooh, thank you for my cowboy hat. Thank you, friend. Um, think of those gentlemen clubs. What do they have outside their building 3 times? Girls, 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 right? It
Right.
takes 3 times for people to
Great
remember
analogy.
what that is. Okay? What think about it. I mean, it sticks. It just sticks. It's a good analogy and it sticks.
Um, but to your point, that is a marketing strategy in terms of just making sure you repeat things. You'll learn this also just from digital marketing. You are often repeating what you say. And so I don't know if you guys caught that. I'll repeat stuff constantly. And inevitably somebody will come in and be like, "What's a blue box? And what's the board on the screen?" And I'm repeating myself because new people are coming into your room. All right. And so you don't need to have a long laundry list of topics you wanna cover. You could you could talk about, the same plant, like you said, several times throughout the week, because there's gonna be someone new coming to that information. So remember that, that's like a pro tip, because I think a lot of times you feel like you have to reinvent the wheel every single time you come live. You shouldn't, and you don't have to, all right? Because people are always new that are coming to your room, and they're hearing it for the first time, and then sometimes a lot of those people heard it for the 10th time, and they still don't get it. They still missed it, and they need to hear it again too, all right?
A lot of people are doing exactly what I'm doing, multitasking.
That too.
They're listening to the live. They might have a helper on the screen that's engaging, but they're also doing something else. Or they were busy writing down whatever it is you said or taking a screenshot that they like literally missed it. What the next step was. It's perfectly normal to back it up. Um, I don't remember what I don't remember if it was Dr. Lisa or Coach V. One of them said, go ask Chat GPT
Yeah,
your topic and tell them to give you a 1 hour script. I want to caution you to back that up. If you're
yeah,
only going to do a 1 hour live, ask for a 30-minute script, that sucker on replay,
yeah, yeah.
right?
I said just give it the intro, really the intro and maybe some outline topics, and yeah, you're right, a script could be helpful just to kind of figure out, verbiage that you want to use and how you want to say things. But obviously, as you're doing this, you'll learn it quickly. And again, you're like you said, you're rinsing and repeating.
Yep,
Yep.
all the time.
Let's take a step back before
Okay.
you go live. Before you go live, what's your ritual? And I said that intentionally because I think that's something people often don't realize that you have to have a ritual to what you're
My
doing.
ritual is I watch and participate in other people's lives for 15 minutes prior.
Mhm,
Then I post a story. And I'm not posting like a brand new piece of story every day. It's a video. I have 7 videos now that I rotate through that stay on my phone. They never get posted as content and they get posted to my story every single day before I go live. And then I go live. And I start talking at 3, not at 1, not at none, at 3. And I'm saying those keywords, those SEO things people are searching for: plant care, house plants, tropical plants. Um, I say my company's name because that's now a search term that's coming up. Um, I say, good morning. Some people just want a positive environment to be a part of. And that's a search term for the time that I'm live. They're getting ready for their days. Some of them, I'm their coworker for the first 2 hours of their work day. Some of them are drinking their coffee, just getting their day started with plant chores in mind. So those are all terms I use to pull them type of people into my room.
mhm. And so let's kind of underscore that a little bit more. So search engine optimization, when you're on this app, this is TikTok is really trying to be a search engine. I talk about YouTube being that already. TikTok is really focused on how they can take the information you're giving it from searching, talking, watching, those things that you're doing, and it's taking in all that data, all that information, and it ultimately is coming up with prototype for you in terms of what you're interested in. And so if they're doing that for each and every one of us, as she's saying the words that people are interested in, those keywords, she's able to pull people in that are searching for that stuff or that TikTok has deemed this might be of interest to you. And so those people, she'll show up on the For You feed for those individuals. And then, many of you come in my lobby, you said, "Hey, you were on my For You feed. I didn't know," and I would say, kind of go back and see what you've been looking at, what you've been searching, what you've been saying in your content. Or if you were in a panel and you were live saying some things, TikTok is like, "Oh, this might be of interest to you." And so that's how people end up on your For You feed.
They also end up on your For You feed if you stop and watch a video for more than
You're
3
watching.
seconds.
Yeah.
That also registers, and it's 3 seconds is all it takes. So if you're stopping and watching something that you don't want your algorithm to know, don't do it on on your main account. I'm very very cautious what I do with my business account. I have
Right.
2 other backup accounts. Dr. Lisa knows about them
Mhm.
because when she has a flash goal, she sees me, she sees it, she sees the Three Musketeers are coming through to help out, and it's all me. And I don't fund them to a high degree. So
Right.
don't panic if you're like, I can't fund all these accounts. I put 30 cents on there for the whole month.
Yeah. That's
That's
it.
it.
That's
And
it.
it ain't, it's not a big financial thing. Um, but have those other accounts that you can just go off target with,
Mhm.
off off on your little tangents or your curiosities or the other parts of your life. I'm more than just plants. But
Mhm.
according to TikTok and my Flourish Plant account, that's what I live and breathe because that's all I see. I see this stuff, I see planty stuff, and then I see stuff like Dr. Lisa because I'm always in her room. I'm always wanting to know more tips and tricks on how to be a more effective, um, higher monetization person. What other marketing things I should be implementing? I let others do some research. I've done the research for Dr. Lisa sometimes, and then
Mhm.
she tests it. She's like, "Yep, I agree."
Yep.
The 10K in 10 minutes, it
It's a
works.
real thing.
Look how many people were in this room in the very
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah. It's a surge.
You get that. them in. That's when you're going to continue to say those words or put something on the screen.
Mhm.
If I have a plant on my screen, I watch my numbers climb because people are going, "What has she got? What is that?" Ooh,
Right.
think about it. If you are doing something or saying something or sitting in silence, would that make you stop the scroll?
Right.
That's the biggest tip I can give so many people when I come into the room and like start talking. I don't care if you're talking to yourself, talking to the cat, the dog, your plant. Talk. I used to work in radio. Um,
Gotta talk.
unalived air, because I can't say the D word, um, is vital.
Exactly. You get in trouble for it, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
you don't want that. I can leave my screen in my greenhouse because I'm fetching a plant, but I'm still talking. I'm still like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, thanks for that. Da, da, da. Yelling from the other side of the greenhouse. You don't want that quiet air.
So can I
Keep that in mind.
can I ask so I'm going to ask that affiliate question. Do you have affiliates? Maybe that's something you can speak to as well. So you don't
I'm a seller, so I can't have affiliates.
say that again. You're a seller, but you don't but you can't
I'm
have
a seller, so I can only sell my own product. I can't sell someone
no,
else's.
no, no. Seller people selling your products. So you have affiliates for your products.
Do I haven't? I haven't ventured there.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't ventured there only because I ended up closing my TikTok
Okay.
seller shop. They changed their policies and things, and I couldn't figure out how to make it work being on the one man band. Um, I've got all I can do to keep what I've got. I am looking to hire people right now. I'm hiring three different individuals to work for me because that's where my business is at. I have to have them in order to keep growing.
Okay.
And they're all virtual positions. So if you're a plant lover, hit me up. Um,
What are the
even
positions you want to what's the positions for?
I am looking for three people. They're all virtual positions. I need a bookkeeper,
Okay.
I need a virtual assistant, and I need a content creator.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
But you got to be a plant lover because I can't be explaining to you the difference between a monstera and a pothos. I need you just to know and go.
Right. Because I don't know the difference. Yes, that's important. All right. Well, so the affiliate question, I mean, I guess anybody in the chat who have ideas, you could put that for our friend. She asked the question about how to get more affiliates. And, just a quick tip, what I would tell you is to go live and talk about it, just like Sarah just did. Talk about the fact that you were looking for people to support your business, the business growth, the strategy, and then ultimately say you're taking on affiliates as well. And if they have TikTok shop, then they can be an affiliate. That's what I would tell you to go live and promote it and so people can see the products and understand your vision, your thoughts about the products, how to talk about them. It's going to be so important anyway with cultivating strong affiliates that can sell. So go live with it. But you can also reach out to other live hosts who are doing skincare and ask would they be interested in being an affiliate. So that's the other thing. Go to lives. Go live and go to lives. um what go ahead, I'm sorry.
Not so much being an affiliate and having someone sell your product for you, but just getting in their room like this,
Mhm.
talking side by side with someone who can be like, yeah, I do this, and I use their product. And you can, or maybe walking one of your viewers through the process. They're an affiliate just because they're on the screen with you.
Right.
It's not one you have to pay out of pocket or take commission to. Um, think about those being more creative with your live and your platform. Um, I have Travis down here in the chat. 904 Plant Daddy Travis. He's one of my viewers. He followed me over here because I kind of abandoned him this morning and said, I gotta go to Dr. Lisa's. Bye. And he makes content and he's great at content. And he always tags me because he's like, I got this idea from Flourish or I got this plant from Flourish. That can be an affiliate in a very loose way. How can I contact Mrs. Plants? You can just hit me up, friend. Just, give me a follow.
Yeah, I'm
Yep, Lisa
messaging
Green,
her.
Abby's Plant Corner, same way.
Yeah, if you click her name on the screen, you should get a pop-up. You may get the gifting screen, but her photo is gonna be in a circle, on the left side, click that photo, and her mini profile will pop up, and you can follow her that way. So anybody in the room who, if you click her name, you should be able to get to her photo. Click the photo, it'll show her profile. All right. Um, when it comes to your plans moving forward, you're going 6 days a week. Um, are you participating in like campaigns? What are some of the things you're doing in your room that people should be kind of putting on their radar and things they want to consider doing?
So
Thank you so much,
probably
Travis.
one of my first marketing strategically moves that I think I forget, but Dr. Lisa always reminds me of it. Is I sit down and I go through every Sunday evening. I go through all the campaigns. Now campaigns change all the time, every day of the week, but it just works for my schedule to sit down on Sunday. And I make a list and I say like Kentucky Derby. These are the things I have to do in order to be a part of it. And I go through all of them and I find the ones that kind of mirror each other. You know, they all require to have roses. They all require me to go live for 120 minutes in a week or whatever. And then I sign up for all of those. So now I'm not just doing one campaign at a time. I'm doing several and completing several of the tasks. I actually did a campaign, can't tell you the name of it because it's not coming to my mind right now, that I won last week
Was
and
it?
they paid out on
Oh,
Monday. I got 1,400 diamonds
good
on it.
job. Okay.
So, I mean, it pays to marry them up.
Yeah.
I'm always a part of the agency stuff. What was it last month? Was it last month or the month before?
You won.
That I
Yeah,
got,
you were on the leaderboard. Yeah, you got
yeah,
something. I can't remember
yeah,
if it was last month. It might have been March. I think it was March.
yeah. So, when you see the live hosts that pick the different things up here, like Dr. Lisa has right now, the microphone
Hmm.
up there, you can make that part of your
Yeah.
campaign thing and people are helping you. They don't even know they're helping you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you tell them, some people, I happen to be one of them people, if you tell me what your goal is and it's within my wheelhouse to help you achieve it,
Yeah.
I'm all in. I am throwing everything your way to make it happen. I have lots of people with that personality. And
Hmm.
Dr. Lisa will tell you all the time what you put out is what you're going to attract.
Yep.
So I attract a lot of the same type
Yep.
personalities into my room. They're like, oh yeah, I want to help you with that. Oh yeah, I want to see you achieve that. I want to be a part of that picture, whatever that picture is. If you're just someone who just it's like, I will be a cheerleader. Everybody
So I'll
needs
be
a
chilling.
cheerleader. Everybody needs a tapper.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a commenter.
Exactly.
All those things help. So the more you engage in a room, the more you're helping someone move closer to their goals. And in essence, it's helping you as well because you are completing your own inner desires to help
Exactly. Well, thank you for saying that. I know it is one of those things where this is a shift in how you normally do business and how you think about relationships and stuff. And so when you're a live host, you really are cultivating those relationships with people who are like minded in a lot of ways. And they've kind of you cult you know you they've grown to know, like, and trust you, and they love being in your room. They feel a part of something, and you know, I think many of us come here, we're like, okay, we're just going to sell our course. We're going to sell our plants. We're going to sell our business. We're going to do this. And a lot of it is based on how you stop, take a deep breath, and commit to building something a little bit bigger than just your products or your services, is building those relationships and cultivating that. And that's what's going to propel you. What are your thoughts to that?
I agree. I think those of you who have a product to sell, being that I'm a business. Now, notice I said earlier, if you were here, I don't come on here and show my plant and say, bye, da 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 da.
Right.
I'm telling you how to take care of the said item. Um, there's some other uh, affiliate people. They come on with a very sales heavy thing, and I'm like, you're a used car salesman. It
Right.
turns me off. So if you can kind of like show me how it's solving the problem
Right.
that I'm having, or my desire to be a planty person, or my desire to have a pothos that lives longer than a month in my home, or maybe someone to get rid of a fake plant or two. I'm not
Whatever.
saying anybody in particular. Um,
I know what you're talking about.
you know, they're going to attract you that know, like, and trust. If you
Hmm.
are someone to me who's always got the camera pointed at the object and they never connect a face, it's very hard to know, like, and trust something.
Yeah.
Um, there was part of my marketing school that I went to that people don't fall in love with an object, they fall in love with the person selling it. So get people to kind of fall in love with you,
Right.
to trust you, to like you. Um, if you were to ask Travis down in the chat, or I think Abby's still down there from my plant room, I have the hiccups all of a sudden. Um, all of some of those other planty people down there, if you were to ask them who do they go to for plant advice, I might not be the first person they ask. They say, but I'm probably in the top five.
Okay. Okay. You probably like the top one. You probably are. I mean, how many people?
I'll be modest.
But no, that's real, and I want you guys to underestimate your community you're cultivating. You're the number one person I go to. That's what Travis says. Abby says you're top three.
See? I'm okay with that.
You would be my number one because I don't have many black people I know. So
Well, I keep
Bonnie
bringing
said you're
more
my
and more
favorite.
planty people to the agency, so there you go.
Right. But it's so important to think about the community piece because if you're in business, I mean, obviously you want your room to room. You want a lot of people to come here. You want to make sure you're getting that visibility. But once you get there, once you have those people in the room, what are you doing with them? And that's going to be important. Like, how are you keeping them in that room? How are you making it so that they don't swipe? Because they can swipe right on out your room. And so, what does that look like? So talk about that a little bit for us.
So I do something that I learned very, very well from the person on the screen here with me is I get down in that chat. I'm reading those comments. I'm looking at, I might not read all of them out loud, but I'm definitely going, okay. And Fawn says, you're my first choice. And then I expand upon that. Or they'll say, hey, my pothos has a yellow leaf. I always throw back to, where's the yellow leaf? Is it at the end of the vine, the middle of the vine, or closest to the soil? That brings them back to me and engaging in my chat again. It keeps that flowing. Because keeping that chat rolling, even if it's just a sticker, is
Hmm.
so important to your
Yes.
live streaming host or for you as a live streaming host. And I oftentimes will, I don't know if all of you know it, swipe your screen to the left, pull from the right to the left, and you can see how many new followers you have. Your goal should be, regardless of where you are in your journey, to get five
Yeah.
every single time. And if it's just your backup account that you're pulling on a secondary device that has to follow and unfollow you, getting to that five is pivotal,
Yeah.
pivotal to your career here. Um, like Travis says, I try to help with keeping things moving when the chat slows down. It's important to have those people and to recognize those people in your chat. Everybody wants to be seen and thanking people for gifts. I don't know how many times I've been in a room. I have said something more than once. I have thrown a gift and they didn't acknowledge. They just went over the top. I'm like, ah, and I won't go back for a while, or I'll watch from the hallway to see if they've gotten better with their chat. Because if they're not acknowledging me, I'm not spending the most precious thing I have, and that's time with someone who can't acknowledge.
Okay. Yeah. The There was someone in the chat. I just wanted to make sure I read that. Laugh to keep from crying. Shar, thank you so much. You said that's the biggest struggle. I'm new and they don't push my content or my lives to my community. I would say, make sure you are saying the keywords. We talked about that a little earlier for your community. And so if you're not clear on who's your community, TikTok's confused as well. And so making sure that you hone in on that is going to be important. I'll let you add to that, Flourish.
I would, definitely. Did you know that you can take like stills of your video, like where you have text on your screen, and put it in a chat GPT and ask it to analyze your content, it
Yes.
will tell you who it looks like you're posting to. Your description, your caption, you've got to have. You cannot post something without that caption in there because that's where your real keywords are kind of embedded. All right. So asking ChatGPT saying, hey, I'm putting happy blooms on my screen and it shows a flower opening in a time lapse. What should my caption be? And it sometimes will ask you, who are you talking to?
Right.
What are you trying to sell? Are you trying to sell? Those types of things. You've got to answer those questions because that content, that caption, honestly, how many of you read the captions? Say me down in the chat if you actually read the caption on a video.
I actually did
You're
before.
not talking to people.
You're saying the hook on the screen, not the caption. You're saying the hook on the screen. Yes.
The hook on the screen, you read,
Hmm.
but the actual caption,
No, I missed some of those. Yeah.
most people don't read them.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yes.
The
Yes.
algorithm
It's
does.
picking it up.
The algorithm is paying attention. They're looking for those words and pushing those people, that video to those people. Some people will, I mean, and it might not be every video that you check it, but you're watching that big title at the top, so
Hmm.
important to have. Using a board when you're live, so important. I didn't use them for a very long time because I was kind of scared of them and I was always getting the R's and the B's. And I thought that was part of the problem. Um, Now I've got it up there and it's my one rule for the room. You've got to grab a daily Heartme if you've got a question about plants down in the chat. That's how I can weed out bulky booze and give people who are actually contributing to me, I can contribute back to them.
Mm. Oh, I love that. Let's repeat that for the room because those are the things that I talk about here. And I know it's been one of those things where I think been a little discomfort because people are so used to coming to rooms and not getting their saying their questions, saying whatever they want, and they don't have the daily heart me, they don't have a blue box. So I've been stressing the importance of having that as you're coming into someone's live room. And I say often that there are some live hosts. They will not address your question if you are not at least supporting the room at that bare minimum to say, okay, I understand the rules of engagement. I respect what you're offering. You're giving a lot of knowledge. And the least I can do is give you the daily Heartme to support your room and continue to help it grow and thrive. But repeat that for people just so that people understand the value there.
So my board says questions and has just the question mark, and then off to the side it says has the orange heart and it says grab it to ask a question or to get an answer to your question. My mods are trained that if there's no root, because that's my key, that's my word where Dr. Lisa has Lisa in her orange box. They don't have it, it does not go on the pin. They do not get my extra 30 seconds, 1 minute, whatever it is, to get their question answered. Because I probably can talk some questions for 2 hours.
Right, right.
So
Exactly.
I'm not going to give it to someone who can't give me the bare minimum. And you know what? They can't grab that daily hurt me unless they're following you. And what do we want to do every time we go live? We want five
About
followers.
yeah.
So grab the follow, get to your five, get them to grab that daily hurt me at the top, and now answer their questions to
Exactly.
solve their problem. Whatever. They can sit there all day. I have lots of wallflowers. They all come in, they sit every single day. And one time I was like, oh, I can't stand all these people who don't help. But all of a sudden, I've triggered something, and they're like, oh, well, okay, if she won't answer my question, I'm going to give her 1 penny. And you know what? That 1 coin for that daily heart me doesn't even go to your host. It doesn't. It doesn't count.
For your diamonds, it actually does count. Let me explain that. It does count. Yeah, it does count towards your diamonds. Um, Obviously TikTok is taking their cut. So to the true extent of it, it doesn't come to you, but it does count towards your diamonds. It does. So, but with that, because obviously I can see the diamonds people are collecting, and somebody comes in and grabs a daily heart me. I see that they got a diamond from the screen, but no, it's not coming towards your true monetization. Um, So with that, let's talk through that because I talk about different strategies to get engagement. Do you have other strategies that you use in terms of tap shares, the daily heart me? Obviously, you just said, that's part of your Q&A process. As a live host, you got to think about the things you're doing to get people to engage in your live stream. And some of it is not, obviously people are going to ignore you. Sometimes you're going to say, hey, grab my daily heart me, tap the screen share. Not everyone's gonna do it, but what are some other tactics you use to kinda boost the room engagement?
Some other tactics I use is just like what I did. How many of you read a caption on a video saying me in the chat? Without even thinking, will answer if you say put it in the chat. Now
Mm,
you got your chat rolling.
yeah, I love that.
It's engagement. It triggers the algorithm. It pushes people into your room. It suddenly gives people possession of their comment and of that live.
Mm,
Especially if you say build with Danny. Is it Danny? Donnie? I'm sorry if I got your name wrong, sweetie. I love it here. Glad I was in Hallie Q's live when she shouted out Dr. Lisa. You know, and now she's like, look, I was seen, I was heard, I'm not ignored. You know, and people like that.
yeah,
People want that moment, that 6 seconds or whatever it is of your time. It's so important. There was a book I read back when I was a direct salesperson for the largest beauty company there is. You know, the ones with the pink caddies. If even if you don't want to sell beauty products or you just want to be better, I think I would say almost a better human being. Grab her autobiography. It is so important. And it's actually taught in many marketing schools and colleges, that book. More than a pink Cadillac is the title of it if you're into reading things. But one of the things that I took away from it, I read this book over 20 years ago because my daughter was a little itty bitty girl and now she's 22. Um, it said, pretend every person has a sign around their neck that says, make me feel important. That's hard
mm,
to do when you're a live streaming host, but I can
mm,
make you feel important by reading your content, by reading your comment, as long as it's relevant to the room.
yeah,
So, yeah.
I love that.
So,
Mm,
apply that philosophy and you will get people resonate with you.
exactly. Sweetie Pie says, "People love when you read their bio on the live. That's how I get the engagement." Yes, yes, that's a good tip. Yeah, I don't get a chance to do that as much as I want to because the questions coming through, but I do try to do it a few times throughout the live where I stop and read some of the new people coming in. But yeah, absolutely, that's a real quick, easy way to do it.
And to that point, your bio might not get read in a room, but guess who's reading it? The algorithm.
Yes.
Get it on point. Don't put in there that you're a single woman if you don't want a bunch of men in your room.
Yes.
Honestly, it's that simple. I know some of you have put, happily married. You know what? You're gonna get people in there that are looking for the opposite
Right. Yeah.
sometimes. So rehone it. Take it over to Chat GPT and say, "This is what I do. This is what I want.
Mhm.
Help me word it in a way and maximize the character space." Maximize it. Use every little character TikTok gives you
Right.
because the algorithm is reading it. People may not be reading it out loud in a room, but the algorithm is, and when you go live, it's reading it. And someone asked, I think it was Pals, asked, what was it that was causing my B's and R's? It was my LINK that took you off the platform.
Tell you.
Remove them. Do not have them. I know they're there. It's their way of thinning the herd. Okay. It is their marketing strategy to thin the herd and promote only those who know what they want. And that is to stay on their platform.
Yep. So let's talk about that because, TikTok is evolving. So now when you put your link in your bio, it actually has this kind of messaging that says you have to copy and paste that link and take it to a browser. So a lot of pages, a lot of websites are not instantly being able to be clickable and it takes you off platform. You actually have to copy and paste it and then put it in a browser because TikTok is not supporting that. And so keep that in mind. If you are going to be a live host, they want you to use Service Plus. They want you to be creative and how and Flourish has had to be creative in how she's talking about her platform, but just recognizing that they want you to use their services. All right. Did you know now in the DM you can now paste your website and you can click it within a DM? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But don't put it in your bio.
Don't put it in your bio.
Don't put it in your bio because, like I said, excuse me, Miss Bell.
No link.
Sorry, my 2-year-old black lab is like, it's reading it, it's looking at it, and I would get told that I was redirecting people off, and I wasn't saying anything verbally. My bio was speaking for me. All right, I do have my lemonade up there. If you guys click on my profile, my lemonade is there, but it's owned by the same people that own TikTok.
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
not really directing people off. All right. If you're looking to have that number grow, and we've seen my numbers get up over 400 people in my room
Hmm. Hmm.
talking about plants, it's because that was not there.
Yeah.
All right. There are people on here, and I'm definitely one that will help anybody who asks. Tell me what's in my bio that shouldn't be there, or tell me how to reword it. I will help you.
Yeah.
Dr. Lisa, I know, will help you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because that is important. It's not only important for people to be able to read it and know what you're talking about, but it's important for the algorithm to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there was an update that happened today for TikTok. And so I did the update before coming live. I went back to, go into my TikTok. I had closed out the app. And so when I opened up the app again, I went to my inbox like I normally do to check messages. And there was like, hey, do you want to use the new updated inbox? And I said, sure, click. Now all of my inbox messages have Service Plus for anyone who clicks Service Plus to send me an inbox message. It says that underneath, and there's now another column for the Service Plus. So the algorithm is updating constantly, and so the app is updating constantly. And so with that, there I use Service Plus as you guys know in terms of helping you know how to get to the agency and other things. So that update is now making sure that people in the inbox are now identified under Service Plus, and that's the way they want you to communicate with people. They're tracking it from that perspective as well.
Yeah. And you asked about other ways to get people engaged. I use that viewers' wishes.
Yes, I've been showing that lately.
I do viewers' wishes. I usually do 2 to 3 things.
Okay.
And I don't use it all the time. I have it some. I have it some weeks, and I don't have it other weeks. And I use it as a level way. I use it as getting them an additional planty item, planty fact thrown their way, different things, and they get registered for it. They don't all get it. I'm not giving away 800 plants a week, and that I am. Um, but they get, like, if they give me the wink wink, I write their name on a ticket. It goes into a drawing. I do the drawing off screen where it can't be seen, but they get to see the ticket come out, and they get something, and it gets sent to them.
I like that.
If you do it on screen, you're going to get the VRVR.
Mm. Let me let's talk about super fans because you're a super fan fanatic. You got a lot of super fans.
Yes.
They asked about super fans the other day. Why don't you talk about your process for starting it up? If you can go back to the beginning, because I think a lot of people are curious like how to get it started. I know you use the group and all that stuff. So let's talk about the humble beginnings of super fans for you.
So super fans, when TikTok first offered it, I don't remember what the number was back then because that was almost a year ago. Um, and I
Super
know people.
fans just started like in October. They revamped it because it used to be all one subscription, and then they separated. Content has subscriptions. Live has super fans. Those are both subscription programs, but one is for live, one is for your content.
Right. And I think you have to have a certain number of followers for getting even that ability to offer super fans. You
Okay.
did back in the day. I don't know if
I
you
don't know
still
what
do.
the criteria is. You're right.
And I want to think it was like 5,000 followers or 4,000 followers. It was
That might be for the
almost
subscription
impossible.
side. For the super fan side?
Back then, yeah, I
Hmm.
couldn't use it. Like I couldn't even get the sound bar until I had like 20 followers or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
20 followers.
way
Okay.
back,
Okay.
way back.
Good.
A year ago was way back. But yeah, so when I set it up to have to utilize my business. So they're getting a once a month. I'm giving them one additional hour of my time, a super fan only live, and we do plant consultations, and we usually play a game or do trivia. Something different than my norm. They're not getting the plant care stuff. Then I give them all codes that they can use over at my website to save money on my products. So if you have a digital product, I have a digital product and I have a physical product. I wrote a 70 plus page ebook. It's being launched soon by Amazon as well.
Okay.
I've sold, I don't even know how many copies. I know I'm in the triple digits of selling copies of it. Um, but I have that in there. They all and those codes change all the time, so it keeps people. Oh, what's next month? I better renew it. Abby down there paid for two of her accounts, her main account and her backup account were both super fans at one point. You know, we're trying to mitigate that whole thing. So giving people that kind of stuff. Um, I give like when I'm dropping new plants, they get first crack at it or they get on a waiting list for a plant that I'm not going to put on my website. I'm going to only give to my super fans so they can have it part of their collection. So get creative with what you're offering your super fans. I am not a super fan of anybody who's not giving me something back.
Right.
I'm not going to pay them $9.99 and get nothing but some
Right.
stickers.
Right. Right. It's important. It's important.
Give them some value. And
You,
it doesn't have to be high dollar,
you,
just a little something. 1 hour of my time is a lot.
so let's talk through that because you have the group chat and that group chat I love the way you manage it because it really is focused on Flourish Plants super fans, not fill in the blank person and sharing their content and sharing their live stream and stuff.
Yeah,
So
so
talk about that.
we have the group chat. I utilize that through TikTok, and every time someone joins, the rules get reposted. With the rules are also the codes and any other things that I'm offering from that point forward to the next new person. And my one big rule is this is a planty community. Nothing gets shared here unless it is 100% planty and positive. I don't want none of that other stuff in there. And my mods are real quick to remove it. And if we have to remove your stuff 3 times, you get a little talking to from Flourish. And it's a hey, we have two different symbols. We're happier to share things, but let's be mindful. You don't want none of the drama stuff. We don't want none of that other stuff in there. This is a planty community, and we're going to appreciate each other's time by only giving them planty things in this room.
Right, right. Love it. Love it. So keep that in mind. If you guys have the group chats is something you should consider creating. It's another touch point, another opportunity to stay in front of your community. Um, Flourish does it specifically for super fans. Do you have a group chat for your other fan club members, or do you just do it for the super fans?
I only do it for my super fans, only because my regular fans would definitely stretch me very thin.
That's fair.
But I do utilize the subscriber side of TikTok as well, and I give only subscription only videos over there. I'm not a big content person; it's not my forte.
Right.
But I try to give like two to the public and to my subscribers. And it's usually not something I'm like trying to hide from other planty people. It's more like behind the scenes stuff. It'd be like videos of these two clowns,
Okay.
you know, or more of my family stuff. Headed off to the plant show. This is what I did. This is where we are. This is me and Mr. Flourish, you know, out on a date. It's those kinds of things that connect people more humanize me and show me more as not just a plant person, but I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a dog parent, I'm, all these other things, and making people connect on more than one level.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. And so that's from the content side. And so your content otherwise, you're posting about the greenhouse, the plants and stuff over there?
The public content is going to be plant care tips. It's
Okay.
going to emphasize more of what was talked about live. It's using those highlights that TikTok already gives you, easy content, pushing that back out, and it hooks people in. Hey, this happened in a live, it'll happen in the next one. Come on in, ask questions. Want to know the answer to this question or this plant? Come to the live and ask, and I put my schedule on there. um, you only get 3 pins in your content. Use one for your live, one that solves a problem, and then one that is fun, introduces you to people.
Right.
Make those your 3 pillars to be pinned. Have you watched me today? You learned so
Mhm.
much from watching me in the greenhouse. I'm thrilled. I'm happy for you, friend. I hope you'll come back to the greenhouse.
Awesome, awesome. Bev, what kind of plants do you have? Let's find out what you watching. What's your plant of choice? So when it comes to your content, I love that ideas about content. Your content, are you seeing a surge with the live stream folks coming over to your content? How are you seeing those things correlate?
Yeah, I would say 70 to 75% of my followers, my 13 plus thousand followers, are all from my lives.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
when I was close to 10K, I pushed out more content because
Okay.
it put me over the edge. My content is what did it. Now I'm not talking, I don't have like thousands of views, most of my content.
Okay.
Um, my content is slow, but I don't push it.
Gotcha.
I don't encourage all the things. But I'm working on it. It's not my comfort zone. So you tend to do what's comfortable.
Right. Right.
Talking about plants, I can do that all day long. Talking about plants and having to sit down and edit it, think of no, not my
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's been my issue too. Obviously, 75% of my followers came from lives as well, and content is always kind of that thing I have to do. I will say, do you use other tools like Creator Search Insights or anything like that? Like, how are you leveraging any of that for the folks in the room?
I use I use my lives a lot of times to give me questions that people are interested in knowing more about to make my content about. I do have a Flourish Plant Care hotline that people know if they make a video and they say that I'm going to take their video and I'm going to answer it in a video back to
Oh,
them.
I like that.
And I
I like that.
mesh them together. And now that I have 10,000 followers, I can make playlists. So
Okay,
now you
yeah,
can go
yeah.
for binge watch and see how to take care of pothos, how to take care of a Boston fern, some of the plants that everybody has, or plants people are like, why am I on a live in this all the time? And the answer's right there, and it's all in video form for you. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I use that, and I use a third party app called Rhythm.
Okay, okay. I've
I
heard about
use that
rhythm.
a
Yeah.
lot for Rhythm, and actually I'm a salesperson for Rhythm. So if you want to get it, let me know. But it plugs into your Chat GPT, and you can say, I am creating this for this platform. I need a hook. I want to talk to these people, and it's going to ask you those questions you should be answering with every time you put out content.
I love that. Yeah, that's
It
good.
makes it simple, but it doesn't make your content for you.
Right.
If I found something that made my content for me, I'd be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, Creator Search Insights is trying to create that to a certain extent. They have the AI canvas where you could take a photo, several photos, and they'll come up with the text, the hook on screen, the hashtags, the whole post essentially. And then all you have to do is click, and you can make some minor edits if you want to, or just put it out there. So that's one way they're doing it. And then they have the AI outline, where again, if you put in a prompt of content that you want to produce. Say you want to do a video of you in your greenhouse and you're talking about a specific plant. They can give you the hook to go with that. They research the hashtags. They'll give you descriptions to use as well for that post, and kind of walk you through how you could talk about the content. So it's really helpful, but it doesn't create the post. You have to then copy paste it, put it into the post, create the video, do all the things. So they're trying to get there. Going to that webinar that they did a couple months back, they were really trying to amplify the importance. Thank you very much, Coach Jesse. Amplify the need for um, discoverable content when people are searching on the home screen. So they really want you to focus on the keywords you're using. Your text on screen has keywords people are searching, as well as the hashtags people search for. And then, like you said, that description in the body of that post too matters for the SEO. So all of that is part of how they're trying to amplify the use and awareness surrounding creative search insights. But I think everything, like to your point, there's always a little bit of a gap between getting you there and then creating it for you and posting it. All you have to do is press the button. So they're not quite there yet.
Yeah, we did talk about, and it was something I had in my notes here. Um, Things that I found that helped amp up my room. Having good lighting, number one. TikTok will not push people into your room if you have poor lighting.
Mm,
This lighting here in my kitchen probably isn't best. This is probably better. My face is clearly seen. Dr. Lisa's face is clearly seen. AI is looking at that. That's number one. Number two, your Wi-Fi signal. I had poor Wi-Fi out in my greenhouse. I had to buy boosters and figure all that stuff out. Um, and having a very strong signal, watching that little house up in your corner, if it's not green or staying green, if it's going yellow or red, it's not a strong signal. The AI can't follow you long enough to take your words that you're saying slowly on repeat, push you out because it's getting the glitches, it's getting the highs, it's getting the lows, it's missing things. Um, those are two other things that I think sometimes people overlook.
talk about that from your greenhouse because that you had to resolve that. That was a huge issue because her greenhouse is outside her home, but is within what 10 feet away from the house. Super close.
So here's my dining room. There's my greenhouse.
Okay.
So it's out there.
Yeah, it is out there. Wow, I didn't know it was that far away.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's quite a distance. So take those things into consideration.
How did you resolve it? I mean, what was your fix?
I got a booster,
Okay.
and I have, so the main router is in my living room, which is on the other side of the wall that I'm facing.
Okay.
I have a booster here in my dining room,
Okay.
and then I have a booster in the greenhouse, and then I have a booster in our second building in case one of the signals isn't connecting because of the, the construction of my home and the construction of the greenhouse and the other building.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
all of those things can interfere with your Wi-Fi. If you can sit by a window, that will help your signal as well.
Yeah. So when it comes to the greenhouse, you mind talking about that a little bit? Who who did you guys build that from construction?
Mr. Flourish
Oh, okay.
built it all himself. It is not a kit. We did research and came up with things, and now he comes on my lives every couple months or so. He came on when I hit 10,000 and met everybody for the first time. And then last month's Superfan Live, he came on and we talked for 1 full hour more about how we constructed the greenhouse and answered questions, things we would do, things we should have done, things we won't do again. And he actually made a promise on the TikTok that he's going to build me a second one.
No, nice. Okay.
So my
Well,
viewers are holding him to it.
so it looks like you have space out there. Would it just be an extension, or would you create like two separate units?
It's going to have to be two separate units because of codes here in where I live, and that is why it is the size that it is. We have to pull permits if we stayed under a certain square footage.
Okay. And so if you did it again, an exact replica, you don't have to pull permits, or do you now have to do something a little bit more?
We'll do something a little different than what it than the current one because we learned a lot from that
Okay.
build.
Okay. All right.
But we built it in 4 months
Okay. Okay. I
from
all right. I
ground up.
nice. what's gonna take for the new one? Less than 4 months or longer?
It's probably going to take less time because Mr. Flourish will be retired by then.
Okay. All right. Nice. 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 He has a nice honeydew project. Love it.
He's a tinker.
Okay.
He likes to do that kind of stuff.
Love
Yeah.
it. Okay, so Demon Slayer, welcome to the room, friend. You said, can I drink coffee on live or will they assume it's something else? They may assume it's something else, friend. So I don't advise for you to drink online, period, because they don't know what's in the glass. So I think it's easier to sip. You saw when I was drinking my water, I kind of pulled it off the screen and sipped it over there. Here's what I will tell you. There is actually a violation that's part of it's under the regulated goods violation that you can get. So when it comes to drinking typically alcoholic beverages, that's the assumption that's in the glass. But smoking, drinking, weapons, those type of things, driving, also you're not supposed to drive. But those type of things can get you a violation, get your account suspended, and then ultimately banned if you continue to do it. So I would say don't cause no problems. I don't think the coffee is just that necessary to have it on the screen. Sip it off screen, and then still have your coffee if you need to. All right.
Yeah. Filled with, I still don't know how to say your name. I'm so
And
sorry. Is it Diane? Dane?
Danny, Danny, Danny.
Danny? Maybe?
Okay.
Sorry, friend. Um, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. There's certain words you can't say. You'll notice Danny. Thank you.
Danny.
Appreciate that. Build with Danny. Um, how can you talk about plants and not talk about the ones that aren't with us anymore? So I had to get creative with my words there. You can't say the, okay?
Okay.
You can't say that. So I had to say unalived. And now I find myself doing it in public. I'm talking to people at a farmer's market. I'm like, so what plant have you unalived? And they're like looking at me all kind of weird. I'm like, no, rest in peace plant, you know? You got to get creative with your words. If you're doing, I know Dr. Lisa will caution you if you're doing health and wellness type stuff,
Mm-hmm.
mental health stuff, you've got to get creative and you've got to teach your community what those words mean.
Right.
You can't just assume they're going to figure it out. I take time during my lives. Sometimes it's a break for me, like mentally, I'm like way overstimulated with a particular plant. I'll be like, stop. I'll be like, so do you know about the daily heart mean? Do you know how to get it? I'll pull up my second device and I'll show them and I'll walk them through it. It's another way of getting people to engage. Some of us use terms and we don't realize that they don't know what that term means.
Right.
They don't know what a daily heart is. They don't know what a follow is. Um, they don't know, what the room goal is. They don't know what a flash goal is. Taking that 2 minutes to explain, sometimes twice in a 2 hour live, will be one that will change them and they'll become your biggest, you know, participant in the room. So don't take for granted that you know it. Pretend like they don't know it and
Right.
teach them.
Exactly. Couple things. Danny, I was gonna mention your host, the Ziploc conversation. You got to be careful about commercial goods too. So anything that's branded names, you probably got in trouble for that because you had it. Maybe the packaging, Ziploc is a branded name, and so you got to be careful about showing that, and that's probably why you got a restriction. So my cooks, my people who are showing different products and stuff, be careful about what's on your kitchen counter, be careful what you're showing. And so obviously with floors, you're not showing anything in your greenhouse but plants. So you just got to be careful about what you're showing in terms of branded content. Turn on your content disclosure. And if your content is more adult in nature, turn on your audience control. You said I got a just yeah, a restriction for a bag of veggies. Yeah, because of the name on the bag. Yeah, the branded name. Yeah.
You can
OMG,
do
like,
a lot of things, just got to get creative.
yeah.
Don't let their kind of length they're trying to send deter you. Look at it as a opportunity to expand maybe your vocabulary or looking at things a little bit differently. Be careful what's behind you in your room. I have plants behind me usually when I'm in the greenhouse, so I don't worry about it. But even in the house, I won't sit in certain rooms because I don't want my pictures to show. I don't want maybe my location to be content disclosure. Game changer. Turn that on. You are your own. brand. You don't have to be a business. You are a brand. You are. So turn it on. If you don't know how to get it, Dr. Lisa can tell you where to find it because I can't explain it. I have to do it.
um, I'm typing my answer for Sweetie Pie's question, but I'll say it out loud too. So when it comes to content disclosure allows you to say stuff regarding your brand, your personal story, your personal professional story, and you're oftentimes given a little bit of leeway when it comes to naming different, if you're say you're someone who works for a major company and stuff, you might be able to say names associated with it, or maybe it's your health journey. You're saying different hospitals or other products or prescriptions and stuff, medicines and stuff. And so you're able to say that with a little bit more leeway from what TikTok would normally probably send you a restriction for. When it comes to products though, and again, so Sweetie Pie, she's a cook. It depends on, I'm gonna say more likely than not, you will get a restriction still because that brand is sitting on the countertop. And again, that's not your story. That's not, you know what I'm saying? You're using somebody's product. And so they'll ding you for that, for showing that brand. So a lot of people cover labels, or if they are using products, they will not show it on camera. They'll remove it, do whatever they need to do to prep for the kitchen or cooking, and then and say who they have or something, or cover up the label if they want to show it real quick. So oftentimes, yeah, make sure you're careful with what you're showing in in the background of your kitchen or wherever you're doing your live.
And don't think that people won't know what the item is.
Yeah.
Marketing is huge for these big brands. People know what, the golden arches look like. They don't need to see the full thing to know where you're talking about.
Right.
You know, think about your what is it? I'm not a cooking person, and I'm trying to think of McCormick's. Everybody knows what that brand looks like without seeing the name. You know, so think about those things. Use that to your advantage.
Really quickly, the content disclosure, I see you, Dimitri. I'm going to answer your question verbally. I was about to type it. I was like, you know what? Let me just say it. The content disclosure is located on, it's in two different places. You can get to that one. Before you start the live, you can go under settings, scroll down to the very bottom. I think it's like two or three from the bottom. You'll see content disclosure. You click it, then you toggle it on, and then you're going to check box your own brand and save it. Um, Audience control is in that same area. Settings halfway down, you'll see audience control. That means your content is for someone 18 years and older. Um, Audience control, you have to turn on 18 years and older. You have to turn on before you start the live. You can't turn it on while you're in the live. Content disclosure, you actually can turn on before and during the live. In the three dots, once you're in the live, there's three dots in the corner. Scroll down all the way to the bottom. You'll see content disclosure. Click it and then turn it on. Okay. So content disclosure is for you as your brand. Audience control is for 18 years and older. You said you got a violation in TikTok Shop. Yeah, TikTok Shop is different violations. That's its own algorithm, own area, um, as opposed to the live stream. If you want to message me afterwards, I'll probably talk about it a little bit after we get finished with Flourish. If there's a quick response I can give you for TikTok Shop, but I'm
I
happy to answer questions about it.
I get a lot of customers that are like, I want to get my daily Heartme, but it won't let me put coins in. Like, you need to go and check your account check. Everybody should be doing an account check at least once a day, um, and making sure that you're in good standings. That will prevent you from putting coins on your account. That'll prevent you from actually being able to push out your content. Keep that in mind. Even if you're just a content creator, check your account content or your account, do an account check on the daily.
Um, the question that Slayer's asking, the answer actually is yes. If somebody, so same thing for your co-hosting or multi-guest. If somebody is doing something that is against the community guidelines and you're on the screen for them with them, TikTok will give you, you can get in trouble for what they do. TikTok will give you a warning. It may even say disconnect from this person. Yeah, you could be held accountable for other people who are on your screen. Typically, they will give you a message to say to disconnect because of what the person's doing. That's oftentimes what you'll see, or some kind of warning message. I was doing the lives last week or 2 weeks ago, and I got a age restriction. And so I had to go and do my whole age and do the selfie screen thing. But it was because I was trying to do a random battle, and clearly the person looked young. So I think it was because of my opponent or the person they was trying to pair me with, which was
Yeah,
TikTok's fault. I'm still mad about that. TikTok was the problem.
yeah.
Wasn't me. But yeah.
I really would, you know, caution if you're going to do something like this, you need to know the person you're pulling up.
Right.
If it's part of your like everyday life, family, different thing.
Right.
But if you're doing something like this, know that they know what they're talking about. That's my daughter down
I
in the
see.
chat.
Hi, friend.
um, know what kind of background they've got, know what, make sure, even a picture of someone holding a weapon can get you in big trouble. Them driving their car, having that seatbelt on can get you in trouble. I always tell people, you can't do a live in the front seat, back seat, or the trunk. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. I got in trouble one time because I had a soldering gun. It had some smoke, it
Mm,
gets a little smoky effect. It thought I was doing something else. I have to do that off to the side, show them what it is, and then come back, you know. So you have to do those types of things. Kind of you've got to get creative.
exactly.
There's just no way around it. You got to be creative. Remember, this app wasn't intended for us 40 plusers. It was
That's
intended
how
for
people.
kids and the gaming and those types of things. Those rules still stand.
Exactly. Exactly. And they've now even made the rules a little bit more. I guess there's a little bit more strictness to the rules because they want to make sure they're protecting the minors that are here because now there's so many adults. And so we got to be cognizant of that too. So, they're catering to a huge audience that spans multiple generations. And so we're all kind of in it together. When it comes to uh, I guess I wanted to call out exactly what we're doing here because this is the guest feature. So we're not actually co-hosting. It looks like a co-host. So this is where you have the fluid panel where I took away the additional boxes, the invite boxes, and so it's just us side by side. And so this is a guest feature. So Flores is a guest in my room. She was down there in the audience just like you all. And I invited her with the two people, invited her to come live. And this is the layout we're under. Under the two people, there's a settings wheel and you can change the layout. And if you get the feature where it has the additional box, there's a show available spots. It does like this. And you just toggle it off. You should be able to just quickly take it away and it'll make it look side by side. That's what happens. Um, Co-host is the rings, the two interlocking rings. That's the co-host feature in the room. Looks like this when you co-host with somebody. They're in their room, you're in your room, but Flourish is in my room, so that's why she can see your comments because
Yeah.
she's in my house. She can see my people in the house. Which if she was in her home, she would only see her people. Okay. You said that's the way you wanna do yours? Yeah, Harold, let's talk because I think your layout, you just need to change your layout, but you won't get all the boxes that you have up because you usually have all your boxes and you're filling up 8 to 9 of them. This feature here does not allow you to have that many boxes. I think it'll let you do 4 at max, 4 people on the screen. Um, I love good
When
analogy.
everybody's in your house, you can only do four. I thought it was more than that. Maybe
No, no, no. When you're
host. Yeah.
When you're when you're like this. No, no, no. Well, co-host too, but when you're like this format, the fluid panel, I think it'll give you 4 boxes in total. Like if you did another invite, we can invite another person. I think it can make another box available. So there's
I
2
think
at the
it's
top, 2 at
six total.
you think it's 6 on this
Yeah.
layout?
It's one like where you are, it'd be one, and then six small boxes or five small boxes down the side.
I think okay, let's see. I think
There's one.
you're
Yep.
talking about this one.
Yes.
This is a different one. So this panel here actually is the ability to make this as many as 8. And then you can make it as little as 4. So that's how you could do this one. But this is called the fixed panel that we're on now. The fluid grid is this one.
Yep.
So I don't know if it does. I thought it does. You can have as many as 4 on the fluid grid. and then you just take the panel box away, and it's just me and Flourish. So that's what's happening here. Hi everyone.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
how
so
you
see,
doing,
you can
friend?
change it while you're live. You can
Uh
plus and
huh.
minus people. But remember, you ultimately, as the host, are responsible for what's happening in the mother boxes. If they're not following the community guidelines, it is you who is going to wear the scarlet letter. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. Here you're always in charge of your room. You said how can you change it if for more once you done with the interview? Yeah, you're just flipping back to that settings wheel under the two people. You're just going back and forth and changing it. So once it ends, you just go back to the full layout. There's a box for that. Although when floors drops down, it's going to instantly go back to that feature. Yeah, it'll go back to.
Who did I see? Mrs. Anderson. Life with Mrs. Anderson. She said she can't read the comments. It's because you're doing the co-host thing. They're in their house. You're in your house. That is like house divided. Comments are divided. If you invite them if they're in your room and you invite them up, you get this where I can see what you guys are typing, and Dr. Lisa can see obviously what you're typing because she's the host. So think
Yeah.
of it that way.
Yeah,
Who's
exactly.
in house, who's in their house, and you're just like FaceTiming them on in. You can't see what's going on the screen.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, she's a guest. She's a guest that came up as she was a viewer like you all, and now she's a guest. Just really quick, guests can get gifts. So when you guys were sending gifts, that's what the coins are. If you ever see the coins in the corner like this, that means the person is a guest. That's like a quick pro tip. So if you're in someone's room, you're like, oh, okay, they got a guest because I see the coins up there. Even if it says zero, that doesn't happen when you're co-hosting with someone. You don't see that. Yep.
And the other part, now, Dr. Lisa, you'll have to explain the coins when you're a guest, how that breakdown goes.
So when you're a guest, TikTok always gets their share of everything. Okay. So let's be clear about that. TikTok's always gets their share. You have the ability as a live host to turn on and off the feature that is almost like a hosting fee. Like if you came to someone's house and you gave them a bottle of wine and you're like, oh, welcome. I'm so happy to be at your house. Like that tip that you're giving. You can turn that feature on or off. And so that's up to you as a live host in terms of how you run your room. And so essentially your guest will get a percentage of the gifting. I want to say it's close to 70%. I'm not sure of what's happening there. I think it's 70% they get.
Yeah, so if you're frag driven, and I know that might not be a term everybody knows, and
You froze. Y'all see me or she frozen? Y'all, can y'all see me? Hello? Let me know if y'all can see me. She frozen. Okay, yes, she is. Okay, she's frozen, not me. All right. I was like, who y'all see? You were frozen, Flourish. You might have to start over. Yeah, you were frozen. Okay, now we see you. Okay.
all right, am I live now?
Yeah, you're live now. All
My
right.
power blinked.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh,
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, my power just blinked. A squirrel probably ran on the power pole out here. Look at
okay.
it's all awesome. So, um, if you're frag driven and you get in a box to help get you to where you need to be, you might have to go further than you thought because of that hosting fee that's going to come out of your portion, and it will help you get the diamonds you need.
So as a guest, you actually don't get frags. As a guest, you get your gift gallery filled.
If they turn it off, you can.
No, when you're someone's guest, you get your gift
Yeah,
gallery.
because that's how I got pushed.
You can get your gift gallery, you get diamonds, but your league, you're saying are you talking about your league? You're
Yeah,
si-
because that's how I got pushed.
Click your
And
league for us. Let me see. Well, you were live this morning. We wouldn't be able to
I was
tell.
like,
Yeah, your league actually shouldn't be impacted unless you are actually live.
yep.
So you're so
And
you're
it's the same as battling,
well battling, you're live, you're a host.
but it's if you're co-hosting.
Yeah, co-hosting.
co-hosting. That can affect your thing, but I also had it affect me when I was a guest.
I guess. I don't know if it affect the league.
Even during the TikTok glitch. But
You think so? Okay. So yeah, the guest thing, it shouldn't impact your league. That's the only thing about it. The league is really for you as a live host. That's your league as a live host. Um, your gift gallery can be, yes, people can absolutely support your gift gallery. Your your gift gallery can get supported. Any other gifting people want to get, you can get that. But when it comes to your actual oh, Dimitri, you came a super fan. Awesome, friend. When it becomes to your league is like you as a host. Just like I tell you guys, your blue box is you as a viewer. So that's you as a viewer. Obviously, your heart box is for my room, you as a fan club member. So that's your fan club box, and then your league is you as a live host. That's what you're focusing on there as your live host. So just your gift gallery though is your gift gallery, and that's what you get from people gifting you. So if you become a guest or a live host, people can support your gift gallery. That's 100%. You can definitely get monetized in diamonds. And then I think to what Flourish is saying, pay attention to your diamonds and all the things that you're collecting because those can become coins. You can exchange that or you can get paid out from that and then you can use that to put back in the ecosystem. So when she says she always keeps some money, little small monies to get the daily Heartme and help people in her community with those type of goals, you can put some coins in your account to always support. Okay. So there should not be a reason you're not supporting. Just in the beginning, you might have to seed that. So you have to have like a little bit that you create and put out there. I tell people like $10, $20 just to kind of seed it. And then as you become a live host, as you're becoming a guest, you get gifting. You can then use that to cover other expenses, other gifting and support that you offer. All right. So you should always be in a support mindset.
yes.
Um, Let me know. You said really. Now, how do you do a private live? Um, Harold, w- on my post, there's a second video pinned. I walk you through the steps. I have a whole video for it on how you turn on the private live. So essentially, what you're doing is just going under settings and changing who can watch your live to it defaults to everyone. You just change it to a specific person, maybe a backup account, maybe a friend or family member. You can even pick me and just don't share it. I wouldn't know you had picked me if you don't tell me. Um, and then that way you can just go live in your room. Now you are held. That is an actual live. You are held to the community guidelines and all the things that come with being live. But you can play around with the multi box features and stuff like that. Yeah,
And Be Inspired Renee asked, how do you gift the host as a guest? So, like, if I wanted to gift her, I just can go down to my gift box and send her anything I want to.
exactly.
Um, so, like, I just sent her the Rosa. You can do that. And if you wanted to gift me, because you're in her room, you click on either my box
Exactly.
or you click on the gift box and you can select it that way.
And the live host, as you can tell, could do the same thing. So as a live host, you're able to press the person's words. Anybody in your boxes, you can press their name. I will tell you my touch screen doesn't work. So the workaround for me is that I go back to the two people and I have to click their photo there. Their box pops up for me. There's a box that pops up for me that's black and white and it offers different features. Gifting is one of them, disconnecting is a feature. Putting a timer on there is a feature. There's multiple features there, and I can just click around and do what I want to do. But the gift box is there too. And so you're always able to control your room. You can bring people up, you can bring them down, you can turn on features to auto accept people, and I tell people when you have people in your multi guest boxes, again, you're the host. If you got in trouble with the police and somebody came to your house and had a house party and did something inappropriate, they're gonna say, "Who's the homeowner?" Okay. So the homeowner is always responsible. So I'm responsible for who I bring up. So typically I don't bring up many people in my boxes. You guys seen this over the years. I don't do multi-guests a whole lot. I do it, here and there, depends on the topic and stuff. But I typically do pay attention to who I bring up because I want to make sure that first of all, they're a fan club member. Typically, they've been level 5 and above, so I've seen them a few times, and then I'll bring them up to ask questions, and then I'll also do that for my super fans where we're all in the boxes for that.
And
There
there
is a
is a
practice.
practice mode. It's when you are getting ready to go live, go through your settings.
Yeah. Digital X-ray, you said, how do you do a check on your account? Under TikTok Studio, on your profile, click TikTok Studio, and then go to the post side and scroll down to tools. And the one of the boxes there says account check, and it'll run through your account just to see if it's in good standing. Okay. Well, thank you, Flourish. Do you have any parting words for our community? I appreciate you, friend.
I'm happy to answer anyone's questions at any time. If you have a question and I can help you grow, I'm here. I want everybody to flourish, whether you be flourishing with your plants or just as a person on TikTok or just in life in general. I'm more than happy to help anybody out at any time. Hit me up.
All right. All right. Well, I appreciate you, friend. You are doing some great work here on the app, and you are definitely helping to educate and support a lot of people in our community, the agency community, and beyond. People in the plantee community, people who just want to learn how do you get it done. So I appreciate you being such a great supporter as well. So thank you so much for being here. He said we love Flourish.
Anytime you need me, Dr. Lisa, I'm here to give you my TED Talk.
All right. I appreciate you, friend. All right. Thank you so much. And so Flourish is here. Definitely connect with her, guys. And then she goes, what time do you go live? You want to put it out there? 8 o'clock?
Sure. I go live Sunday through Friday at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I do pop ups on Saturdays if time allows and family allows. Otherwise, I'm always on and I answer anybody's questions about plants. One time complimentary. After that, I'm going to point you in a direction that's going to cost you some points.
There we go. That's true. We got to. All right, friend. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
So to disconnect real quick, I always want to make sure I point that out because so people ask that question like, how do you bring a person down? You click. Traditionally, you can click their name, and the box should pop up to say disconnect. Again, my screen is still glitchy, and so I have to go to the two people at the top. It says disconnect, and that's where I can do it. So you see it there for the two people, the multi-guest panel boxes. The co-host, the rings, you have a little door at the top with an arrow. That's what you're clicking to disconnect people. So let me know. You said my best interactive live. Welcome to the room, Renee. Appreciate you being here. Others in the room, thank you for that daily Heartme. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I appreciate all the support. Um, Thank you very much, Dr. Michelle. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. We had a really great conversation. Please remind me on the friends and learn. Okay, please remind. Okay, gotcha. So, Coach Jesse, thank you for saying that. And um, I probably won't do it now. I think for my 4 o'clock, I actually have to dip my toe into doing a rose battle or something because of my campaign. So I'll talk about that later, maybe for the 4 o'clock. Because we've been on almost exactly 2 hours. So I don't want to keep people too much longer. But so you guys might see a battle later today. I have to see where I'm at with my campaign. With that being said, let me turn on the viewer wishes too, because I'm about to hit 2 hours. So that's part of the requirements for one of the campaigns I'm in. You cannot turn on viewer wishes when you have a panel box open. So this feature does not work when you have a panel box, just so that you guys know that. I want to say that to you all because people will wonder why they can't use them. This does not work at all. Hey, Ocean Summers, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for the rose. Um, Coach Jessie, she was just sharing about our Friends and Learn campaign event that we're doing tomorrow. We're doing that tomorrow. So if you are interested, you're in the agency, you are trying to learn anything about battles. I saw somebody's comment earlier when we're talking about what's a battle. I'll explain it, but thank you so much for the radiant launch, friends. Um, and so wink, wink to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Um, So it is a competition where you and another live host. So Flourish was not, she was a guest. So it's under the co-host feature. Thank you very much, Luna. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Appreciate your bounty. How are you, friend? How do you turn on viewer wishes? Um, Viewer wishes is here you click the 3 dots when you're in your live room. You can click those 3 dots. There's a couple different templates that you can just pick from, or you can make your own. And you can make your own where these words change. Thank you so much. Wink, wink. I didn't, these are TikTok's words. I didn't pick those words. That's the template those are the default words. But you can edit these to words that you want to use for your room. And if you heard Flora say earlier, she uses this as another way to get engagement in her room. TikTok has it there for you to think strategically about how do you want people to engage and support you. Okay. So you may have, I gave the example of a room where you're doing any kind of special artwork. You might have a prompt here that says, okay, you'll do this type of stitch or you'll do this type of drawing if people send XYZ gift. Okay. And so people kind of know ahead of time what to do, how to engage. My tarot readers, they say, hey, if you send this, I'll do this for you. I'll do this reading, a mini reading, a full reading. So they'll have different gifts associated with that. So they use viewer wishes in that way. And then you can also pin your gifts too. Inbox when you share lives, is there a way to turn off notifications? I've had a hard time keeping inbox cleaned out. Um, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Somebody knows the answer to Bobby Joe's question. I don't know the answer there to turn off. I think you can mute. If you slide over like a group chat, you should be able to toggle it over and you can mute things so it doesn't send you alerts or send you information. You could delete boxes too. Yeah. So I think you can mute certain messages that are coming in. But I don't know if you can turn off your entire inbox. I think that's just not realistic. So there's certain things that are just part of the inbox system notifications. TikTok has a couple other boxes that come in, the activity inbox message, new followers. But then when you get different people reaching out to you or if you're belonging to group chats, I think you can mute those or delete them. Those are going to be your choices. How do you feel about banners instead of the wish list? Is it viewed differently? Banners, this is a board. Is that what you meant? Board instead of the wish list? Two different approaches. The board should be like what your room is about. And you could have a side box if you wanted to. You actually could have another side box that speaks to what's happening in your room and how people can engage. But the wish list is about the gifting. And the gifting, I always tell you guys, okay, thanks. You're welcome. Yes. You can mute people. Yeah, you can mute them. Gotcha. Can you explain the battles again? Let me finish my thoughts about the battles. Let me finish this thought real quick. I always say to you guys, at the end of the day, you're in a TikTok economy. Okay. So you got to figure out how do you play the game? How do you play by the rules? TikTok wants people to engage in this way in terms of gifting. That's just it. So as people are engaging more, your chat's moving, people supporting your live stream, it does help with your visibility. Um, I obviously you want to make sure you hit your metrics, new followers, hit some of your goals for the room. Thank you so much, RJ. Appreciate your friend, your goals for the room, but that is part of your strategy. You are going to be thinking intentionally about how do you get engagement. All right. And so gifting engagement, in addition to the likes flowing, the shares, all those things is part of what you're trying to achieve. So keep that in mind. And this is a way you can use this to support your room goals. And then as people are asking information from you, you heard Flourish say, if you don't click the daily Heartme, I don't answer your questions. Like that's the minimum. Get you level 20. Congratulations, friend. That's a bare minimum. Like, okay, at least grab your daily heart me so we can truly engage and support you. But if you're just going to ask questions, 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 then, for her room, she doesn't answer. I do answer, but I'm also teaching you that at the end of the day, if you really want to be a live host, you have to understand how to be a good viewer because you're going to be wanting your viewers to support your live if you want to grow. Because then the next thing you're going to do is come back and say, Doc, nobody comes to my room. I don't get any engagement. No one's engaging back with me. And I'm going to say, hey, what are you doing to facilitate that? And do your people have your daily Heartme, the orange box, the Lisa box for me, or a blue box? That means you're the engagement box that follows you from live to live. Hey, Chocolate, thank you so much, friend, for that grabbing that daily Heartme. You said your voice sounds better today. Glad your code is improving. It is improving. Thank you, friend. Oh, reach level 13. Congratulations, my friend. I love it. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. So let me go back to battles. Let's talk about battles. Appreciate you guys. What is the daily heart me? Let me do this. I'll talk about it. Let me talk about battles first, and I'll talk about engagement because I'll finish the thoughts on engagement because you guys need to see that. Look at you, level 13. Appreciate your prayer for that engagement cake. Send my daily heart me before I said hello. There we go. Heartme was my flash goal today too. TikTok, yeah, TikTok did the most. It was 32, but we did it. So I'm so happy we did that, y'all. Thank you all. Um, okay, so battles. Battles are the competitions that have the TikTok has here when you co-host with somebody. So you're co-hosting with another live host, and you're in your room, they're in their room, and you guys are co-hosted together. So remember we talked about Flourish was in my room. She was a guest, and then co-host means somebody has their own room they're doing. Hey, you doing, Sean Lee? And so what happens is you click the two links, the interlocking rings. Hey, Creative Studio, Soul Studio. Um, you click that, and you can have friends you can co-host with, or you can have suggested creators that TikTok will suggest for you, or you can do what's called a quick invite. So it's kind of a random person you're selecting. When they come up on your screen, a new feature will pop up. They're boxing gloves. You literally see some boxing gloves. And so those boxing gloves is what you're going to click to set the type of match you're going to do. The official word is called match events, but at some point they must have been battles. Thank you very much, Chocolate. Appreciate your friend. And so because of that, so you're going to click the match event. Thank you very much, friend. Appreciate you. Thank you all for the support. I appreciate it. Um, so the match event, oh, level 14 too. Congratulations. Um, so those match events, it's a competition for the most points. Whoever gets the most points wins. And so with the most points, you are trying to get your room to support you. People liking the live, level 14K. Thank you, friend. Liking the live, comments, are ways you can get points. So people sending stickers, that's comments. People liking and tapping alive, you get points for that. So those points matter. And then the points that people give from gifting. All right. Gifting points is ultimately what you're trying to get. The most points wins. And then your top three gifters, your top three people, you'll see them little circles on the screen. Those top three could potentially, it's not always the case, but could potentially get um, think of it as ammunition for your next battle. So they're called power ups. So they get these power ups. There's like five different power ups that you can get. One's called a Mister, where it sprays out the points so nobody can see what the points are. So it's kind of clouded, so you can't see what points people have. So that way you can't track the points. So it's a strategy. It's a battle strategy. You also have these boxing gloves, and so you get five times the points for gifts. If they hit the gloves, that means that they actually activate the glove. Roses deactivate the glove, so you got to be careful about that. You also have what's called these lightning bolts, these boosters. So somebody's going to be in the hot seat. So your top three gifters, you have to see which seat is the hot seat. It might be seat one, two, or three. And if that seat is in the hot seat, they get, I think, two times the points. So any gifts that happen from that particular person will be worth two times the points, but once it's lit up. The hammers, you can throw hammers, and that kind of gives them that little dazed and confused ring around their head. You can throw those, and people are the strategy is that it deactivates their power ups. So once they're dazed and confused, when they're sending power ups, it supposedly deactivates their glove or whatever they have going on over there. I don't know if it works all the time, but that's a way to do it. He said, I need a notepad. And then the last one is extra time. So you can get extra time, 10 minutes, I'm sorry, 10 seconds extra time when it's sent. So again, all strategy, all ways to kind of make sure you maximize the points that you get and that you ultimately win. So you try to do small battles so you can do big battles, and there's other little things that you do so you can get power ups and stuff. And so it's all part of a strategy. We talk about it. So tomorrow, and Friday, so Thursday and Friday, Coach Jesse. Coach Jesse, do you mind putting the time in the chat? Put it in the chat for us if you're still here, friend. I don't know if she's still here, but when you're doing Friends and Learn, is it 6 p.m. Central and 7 p.m. East Central, which would be 7 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern. He said, I'm here. What times are we doing the Friends and Learn? I'll pin that for folks. And then you can follow Coach Jesse in particular. What we're doing is people in the agency, we're trying to give them the opportunity to kind of do it in a friendly way and kind of learn about it so you don't be overwhelmed and stressed. Okay. So, it's an easy, low stakes, way of engaging and supporting each other with your learning. And it's also a good way to help build for your community. It helps build more exposure, monetization purposes too, so you can grow. So I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed and thinking like, oh, I can't battle and stuff. So we talk about it, we walk you through it. We talk about the importance of getting those power ups. So you do smaller battles and stuff instead, so that people can ultimately um build a good battle team. Your community is there and they're ready for you. We're going to be doing a little bit of battling throughout this month. So there'll be a battle event that happens too midway through the month. So Coach Jesse says 6 p.m. Central, respond to message in school. Yes. So 6 p.m. Central, make sure you send a message in school. I messaged and shout out a few people who came through that mentioned that they were interested in it. So hopefully they actually do it. Do you have anybody who signed up so far? Let me know if that is still kind of up in the air. Um, so hopefully you have a few people that did respond and all as well. Um, but yeah, let me know, guys. I appreciate you all supporting. Um, appreciate all the support. Greetings. How you doing, Gratis? Yes, Janice. Okay, Janice did it. Okay, good, good, good. Janice did it, and then I think Melissa. We definitely know Melissa wants to do it. I'll see Melissa today. She has a one-on-one, so I'll make sure she goes in. I'm great. Good morning. Hey, Shadow. How are you, friend? How do you sign up for the agency? Well, first of all, you have to be a live host. Let me know if you go live with Mr. Anderson. Let me know, do you go live yet, and what's your live schedule? Um, hey Bob, how are you, friend? What are we doing? We're gonna get off shortly. We were talking about battling in the agency. I was gonna talk a little bit about engagement, just so because I had somebody ask the question about what's the daily Heartme. So we'll talk a little bit about that too. If you are interested in the agency, I need to know how to coordinate. Okay. So I would definitely connect Janice with Melissa. So I think Melissa is good to go. I do trying to create a cadence now. Okay, awesome, awesome. That's important. You want to get a schedule going. So I'll talk about my agency real quick. You said battling. Goddess Creek, do you battle, friend? You want to know more about it? Um, and this is my agency page. So I'm gonna pin it. This is the page that has the application to the agency. If you are looking to join, you're gonna I have a couple videos. I need to do more content, but I have a couple videos and the application is on those videos. So all you have to do is click the video and you can apply that way. Also in my bio for this page here, Launch Your Income Agency, um, there is my stand, and you can go there and apply to the agency. There's a little blurb about the agency as well as the application. That's the first thing on the stand that you can go to. Um, I can't even get a follower. What do you mean, friend? You should be able to go live though. You should be able to go live. You have to get some engagement. You have to go live and start engaging with your viewers. You said life be life. Life be living. All right, friend. That tickled me. How you doing, friend? How you doing? Wealthy habits. Welcome to the room, Diamond. Welcome back. Welcome back, friend. Appreciate y'all. All right. Agency real quick, and then I'll talk about engagement, then we'll head off shortly. Agency. Creator network agencies are TikTok's way of making sure you are getting support. They are free 99. Free 99 to you because you are paid by TikTok. TikTok takes a cut of all your engagement and gifting that happens. And with their cut, they pay the agency. So you just keep doing what you're doing, but you grow, you do better, you learn more, you participate in campaigns, you make sure you're being intentional about showing up, and you do different things like maybe you do match events and battles. You are doing your super fans, you are doing your service plus, all the things to make sure you are growing. All right. And so agencies help you with strategy for that, monetization strategy, and then protect you because if you get in trouble with TikTok violations or ban, an agency can go and submit an inquiry on your behalf and get your account back. So again, you want to make sure that you are getting support through this journey because you don't know what you don't know, and agencies are there to support you. All right. So with that, you you can sign up for an agency. My agency, I offer one-on-one meetings that I do with creators to make sure you're looking at your analytics. We take a data-driven approach. So I tell people what gets measured gets done. So I want you guys to look at your analytics, measure and improve, and do things that will help you grow. All right. So that's the whole point. You should be have a growth mindset. In the beginning, you're learning the platform and you're growing that way. And then as time goes on, you're growing your presence on live stream and building your community. All right. So that's one thing I want you to do. We do weekly meetings on Sundays. So we have a off platform Zoom meeting that we will do to help you with. I think I said the other day, I think it's more like a, a mastermind, kind of a brain trust. You can have a think tank where you're meeting with other people. We're talking through some things that are going on and how we're strategizing, how we're addressing things. So it's really a good conversation. I look forward to it, honestly. Now I'm like, oh, let's meet, let's talk, let's go. Thank you so much. How you doing, Lady Neve? Thank you so much. Hey, MB, how are you, friend? And so we do that on a weekly basis. We also have a school platform where you can go to get resources and information, as well as collaborate with other creators. School is SKOOL. So you can go over there and get support. We have group chats here on TikTok. So you can post your content, post your live stream. So we do that. Hey, friend. Thank you so much, Flourish. And so all those things are available to you as a creator in the agency. We have campaigns we run so you can monetize. Um, I try to encourage you to go a little deeper, a little harder so you can grow and stretch yourself. Get you level 16 in the room. Congratulations, friend. Appreciate you growing in the room. And so all that is available to you. So it's up to you in terms of how you engage, where you see yourself doing this, building your business, building your community. You know, you have to know your why. Your why is based on how you want to grow from a monetization perspective, how you want to grow so that you may become TikTok famous if that's something you aspire to do, how you grow your community, and then how you grow your learning. Like what are you learning in terms of affiliate marketing, digital marketing, live streaming, UGC brand deals, those type of things too. So you never know where this can take you. So you have to understand your why because you're going to need to lean on that to say, okay, I'm going to continue to be here, be consistent, and be disciplined. All right, and be patient. Okay. All right, friends. So that is the agency in a nutshell. If you want to apply, you cannot belong to another agency already. It's one agency per person. Um, one agency per person, and for one account. So keep that in mind. Hey, Lady Neve, thank you so much. I really just needed to apply to your agency. That's it. Just so if you're going live, you have to be a live host. That's the main thing. And you have to have the intent to continue to go live at least 4 days out the week. All right. Because here's what happens. You're going to complain and say, hey, no one's coming to my room. I'm not growing. But I'm going to say you're not here enough. So try to be here more present, be here as much as possible. Try to go live at a minimum, at a very minimum, an hour. I say 61 minutes. But ideally you're going 2 hours. Okay. So you want to continue to grow in that way as well. Thank you so much, friend. So you want to go at least 2 hours if you could stretch it to that point. Then you want to continue to show up. Okay. Daily is better as ideal, but 4 days is a good start. All right. So if you're going under that, thank you very much, friend. Appreciate you. If you're going under that, I would almost tell you you don't need an agency because you're not getting the most value out of it because you're not here enough. And so at that point, you're just going live on occasion. So TikTok wants you to be a live host. They're trying to grow the ecosystem of live hosts in this platform. And then ultimately, you never know where this can take you. So depending on what you're trying to achieve and what you're trying to do, maybe it's TikTok Shop, maybe it's some of the other programs that TikTok has available. So that is the so TikTok says you have to go live. You can't be in the US. I mean, you have to be in the US and Canada. Hey DC, to be in my agency. You can't have any restrictions or violations, and you cannot have made more than 5,000 diamonds. I mean, $5,000 over the last 5 months. As another thing you want to keep in mind. Thank you all for the populace. I appreciate that. So keep that in mind. Sent you a DM. Perfect, friend. I appreciate you. Um, so let me know if there's any other questions. Really quickly, engagement. We talked about this a little bit with Flourish. Thank you so much, Dr. Lisa Care stickers. We talked about this with Flourish a little bit, but I said the fan club is so important. Someone asked that question a little while ago, like, what is the fan club? The fan club is how you become part of a live host community. You're becoming a fan club member. All right. And so my fan club is called Lisa. If you went to Flourish Room, her room is called Root. And so each room has their fan club. That's the daily Heartme. That's how you join someone's community. It's one coin. It's something you should do like a daily check-in. That's the way you should look at it. It's a daily check-in. You're coming in someone's room and you're sending that daily Heartme. The blue box is your engagement box, your experience box that follows you from every live room you go to. So the Lisa box is for my room. Blue boxes for every room you go to. So when I said earlier, if you're in someone's room and you have no badges next to your name, you don't have any badges, then you want to think about what are you doing so that you are growing your presence, your community, and that you are supporting others who support you. Hey Gamma B, welcome to the room, friend. Appreciate you. Let me know if there's questions about that. I usually have you guys check your blue box. Let me know if you need to know put in the chat. If you don't know what a blue box is, say, I don't know. Say, I don't know what you're talking about. How do I check it? I'm happy to show it to you. But I see a lot of blue boxes, so I'm going to assume that you guys know, but maybe I shouldn't assume. So let me know, friends. Thank you all. Thank you, Gamma B. Welcome to the room. We're gonna get off shortly. I got like 8 more minutes because we're gonna always try to end at the half hour or the hour. So we're almost at 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna end in about 8 minutes, get off the live. So I appreciate you all supporting. Thank you so much. You said, I don't know. Life with Mr. Anderson. I got you, friend. You taught me about the blue box. I taught you about the blue box. Yeah. Hey, Daquan. How are you? Daquan doesn't have a blue box. Daquan, what in the world? All these months, you never stopped to get your Dr. Lisa box or Cinder Rose, do anything, huh? He just put Cinder Quan and hello. He said, I don't know. He's probably one of the few people I've never muted. Thank you so much, Gamma B. Appreciate you. Okay, my friends in the room, if you really want to know what I'm talking about, put the word box. We'll just put box in the chat. We're gonna do blue box. I'm gonna show you guys your boxes, okay? Because you guys have boxes that you can see. Put the word blue, then you're gonna click your photo or box. Click your photo, click your photo, and then once you click you laughing at Daquan. Daquan is a mess. Daquan is not my Joe, but he's on the verge. He's not quite like Joe. Coach Jessie has a Joe. She has a Joe in her room that pops in. But yes, so when you click your photo, guys, hey D squared, when you click your photo, your mini profile pops up. So your mini profile actually shares a lot about you. It has the LV box, LV0. It has that heart box that may say member, or maybe it says your level there that you are for my room. And then it has your D level or your C or B level. I don't think I have any A leaguers in the room, but welcome, friend. Um, Thank you for that, friend. I appreciate the spark cake. Um, and so, depending on what's happening, is telling your story, telling your journey. So, the LV blue box, if you click it, so whatever your number is, click your LV box. If it's zero, whatever you have there, if it's grayed out, click it anyway. LV6, whatever it is, click it. And then it pops up a blue screen. There's a question mark in the corner of that blue screen so you guys can read it for yourself. But essentially is saying how you engage. Um, my box is empty. Yeah, so you gotta get a blue box. You gotta get a blue box, Mr. Anderson. You got some work to do. The fortune help. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much. You got some work to do. So here's what I would tell you. You need coins on your account. So you got to start with coins. So if you click the gift box just really quickly here, in the corner it says recharge. Look at you leveled up, level 16 in the room, friend. So proud of you. Look at you. You say I do. That's why I'm here. I love it. So if you click the gift box in the corner, it says recharge, or it may have some coins there. I don't know if it has numbers, but it may say the word recharge. Once you click that word or the numbers, click it. A screen will pop up. This is how you're going to recharge. However, I'm going to tell you to pause. Don't do it on this page. I want you to see on that screen it says recharge on TikTok's a website for discounted coins. So thank you so much, friend, the green hearts. So discount, I want you to get the discount. So it'll say recharge at TikTok .com/coin for the 25% discount. Go there, it should automatically log you in, add coins that way. And so that way you get the discount. And so that's the way I want you to do it. Just put $10, 20 at most. Decide how much you want to engage. You don't have to break the bank, but it'll allow you to get the daily Heartme, which is one coin, one penny, essentially. You can send some populars. You can do what you need to do to fully engage and start getting your blue box. Your blue box is essentially how TikTok is measuring how you are as an engaged viewer. So it's your experience points. So it's from you gifting. And so, as you are coming in someone's room, you check your blue box number. If you click that "Hey Frame Greetings," it will show where you can click. You can look at your gift box level. Thank you for that daily heartbeat. Um, if you click it, it says how many points you've collected in that middle section. Has a forward slash symbol, tells you how many points you need for the next level, and then underneath there, you'll see a scrolling message, but you'll see the one with the points. Pay attention to the one with the points. It says so many points to level up. Those are the points that you're paying attention to so that you can obviously reduce those points and then level up. Hey, I missed the flash goal. But here to drop a heart. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Um, and so with that, you can start leveling up. Okay. So pay attention to your points. If you know you have a few points that before you level up, so say it's like 50, you can do a little here. Thank you, friend. Appreciate the fist bump. Back at you. Um, that's a new one. I don't think I've seen that one before, but thank you so much for that. So you can level up. So maybe you have 50 points. Thank you very much, friend. I appreciate the love. Um, so if you have 50 points, you need to level up. You can do a little bit up here, go to another room, do some over there, do some in another room, and you can level up. Or you might just say, hey, I'm gonna do what I need to do in one space and level up. Or you might say, hey, you know what? It's gonna take me a minute. So I just know I need to slowly go at this. So that's the blue box. The heart for me is the daily heart me up here. That's for my room in particular. So you're becoming part of my fan club. Think of fans as people who you really like. And so you want to engage fully. TikTok gives you a checklist of things to do that engagement, putting comments in, setting a live notification, sending, collecting the daily heart me, sending that off, sending populars. Those are ways you get points. And any gifting you get points for as well. So again, TikTok is helping you level up. The levels go from 1 to 50, both for the blue box and the Lisa box, the daily heart me. And then for the Lisa box, you want to get to level 20, you start to fly in. for the daily Heartme, the blue box. I'm sorry, for the blue box, daily Heartme is the orange box. The blue box is 25. You can start flying in at um 20 at 100 people or more in the room. 35 is for everybody in the room. Let me know if that makes sense, everybody. I appreciate you guys. If you are if you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna be back at 4 o'clock. Thank you for the level up cake. Always good information. Thank you, Focus. Thank you, friend. Appreciate the level up cake. Thank you. I'll be back at 4 o'clock. We'll pay attention to the viewer wishes. I'm probably gonna have to pin it again. I am in I am in a campaign that expires today. I am currently at, let me check leaderboard. I think I'm in number 10 on the leaderboard as we speak. 64 points behind number 9. I am only 4 4K points, 4K diamonds from the winner, from first place. So it's really good. So I'm in a good position. So I'm in a good position. And we're just gonna go with it, friends. We'll see how this goes. Love it. All right. Yay, yay. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe in the 4 o'clock we can snipe. What do I need? I probably need like if I want to be in the top three, I probably need like 4K. 4K diamonds, but that's by midnight tonight. So that particular campaign does not end until how many hours from now? 14 hours. So it's beyond midnight night, isn't it? What's 14 hours? It's like, I don't know, is that like 2 o'clock in the afternoon? I mean 2 o'clock in the middle of the night? Two, four, something like that. Um, you said, how can we support? How do you get them? Um, you know what? Come back at 4 o'clock. Let's see, because I don't know if I want to do a battle now. Um, let's see. I would have to do a random. I got in trouble last time. It was I got in trouble last time. I'm nervous about trying to do a random. Hey, are you trying to battle? I should try to do one, huh? I should try to do one just to see if I can get a little bit of points before to get me ahead. Um, is do I need a battle? I do need a battle for a different campaign. So not this one, but I do need to do actually 3 battles for a different campaign. You said do it scared. This is Treetop. Why you ask? You want to battle? I'm nervous about battling. Let's see, because well, the reason why I'm nervous is because I got in trouble when I picked that random person last time. Let me see if I can find somebody. I have to take off my viewer wishes. There's nobody. Yeah, there are people already battling. I know. Sporty Melanated is on right now, but she's in a battle. She was my person I did. I'll do a quick one. Let me see. Let me take down viewer wishes. I'm gonna remove it. Let's see. Let's end it. Hopefully TikTok is nice to me. Come back. I need. Okay, I'll come back. I need to recharge. Okay. You know me. I can go live. You can beat me. You want me to do it? You want to do it that way? This is Treetop. Let me know. Let's see. Um, let me know. And I was gonna say I can go live too if you want. Okay, okay. Let's do a 3-way. Y'all want to go? We could do a 3-way. Y'all go live. We'll do it. Let me know. You said practice, yes. um, up to you. Okay, if y'all go live, you Flourish, y'all go live real quick. I'll do a 3-way real quick. We'll invite people. We'll show what battling looks like. Um, and so we'll do a quick one because I need to do it for this other campaign. You said what? So okay, Demetria, you know what? For you, friend, there's gonna be one because you haven't battled yet. So there's gonna be a friends and learn that's happening with Coach Jessie. Coach Jessie, connect with Demetria. She's right below you. Um, she's doing it tomorrow. He said, let's go. Um, he said, we got you. No. Nope, scare. Well, friends and learn is, and that's the thing. Friends and learn is um low stakes because you're in the community. So it's people in the community you're paired with. It's also beginners, people who had never done it before. Okay. I would do it if I could use, you said if you could use filters. I don't think filters is appropriate. You have to do it without the filters. I know, I know. It would be interesting in that, yeah. You would be interested too. So what are you in the greenhouse? Okay. I don't know if Mrs. Treetop is she gonna come on? Mrs. Treetop, you going live? Let's see. Is she live? She's not live yet. I don't see on the screen. They came over. Awesome. Awesome. Um, Mrs. Treetop, are you still in the room? I don't know if she's still here. If she went over to battle or not. No, she's still in the room. Okay, so we'll just do it this way then. All right. So you guys, what happens here is that the boxing gloves are now there. I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna click the boxing gloves, and what happens is a screen's gonna come up. I'm gonna send it to the opponent, which is Flourish. We're gonna start a match, and she's gonna accept. And so what happens? You said, is it counting down? Oh, you gotta accept it. I don't think so. Why is it counting down? Is this a new feature? No, it looks like it's waiting for you to accept it. You said I just signed on. You just signed on? Oh, Mrs. Treetop. Okay, Miss Treetop. Okay, let me withdraw. We're gonna cancel match. Okay. So we'll wait. You said yes. So 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 what traditionally happens, y'all? So everybody, for it to be a power up battle, for it to go the way, yeah, we need, each person needs at a minimum of 100 points. That's the minimum. Um we're gonna do solo match. We're gonna send invites. And so I don't know why it's counting down. What's that whole countdown? Okay, there we go. Everybody accepted. They knew we were waiting on Miss Treetop. That's why I was doing us like that the first time. So what happens is, as you see, the screen just changed for my newbies in the room. They're like, "What's going on?" Um, what you're seeing is you could tap the screen to get points. You guys can comment and send stickers, and you can gift. I didn't see times of gifting or anything like that. Oh, usually it'll give that early prompt. So I guess we're not going to get any of the. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. So Mrs. Treetop battles nightly. This is her jam. So she battles nightly. All right. And she does well, very well. No, it's not. You've done more than that. Yeah, you've done at least I'm gonna you done some power ups too. You done some tiny ones for your campaigns when you were doing the campaigns early on. And so And so I don't know if I have to win. Okay. Oh, we're about to get a bonus. I I think I should get power ups for a future battle. D- So one time gifter, we hit our bonus. We got our bonus. So we need one time gifter. So you guys see prompts on the screen. There we go. And then we're gonna get a bonus message. So it's 2 times the points. So with 2 times the points, if you send a gift, depending on what the gift is, you typically wanna send a nice gift so that you can get double the points. That's the thinking. So you can make the leaderboard jump up higher for your live host, for your person you're trying to gift for. So you'll see our points. We're trailing Flourish. No, they not listening. They not listening. So Flourish folks. Li- So so our newbies, they not used to battling over here. I don't battle enough. That's the problem. They're like, look here, I don't know what she telling us to do. Do I have to win? Honestly, I just probably won't get power ups this time around. That's fine. I won't get power ups. That's okay. What are we supposed to be doing? you said, you said she can't. Thank y'all. Thank you very much, Fran. Appreciate it. Um, it's all good. Thank you all. I appreciate it, y'all. So let's see. We are down to the last countdown. We're gonna get it in. Thank y'all for supporting. I appreciate it. Yes. Uh, all right. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was so sweet. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate y'all doing that. Like I said, I don't battle enough. With that, you guys should get in the habit of battling. It is a fun way to kind of bring different people together. You have a good time doing it. We gonna get her to battle at least once a month. She gonna add it to her planty duties. Thank you, Demetria. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Well, thank you. I appreciate the support. So we'll see. We'll see what the 4 o'clock. Oh, do you? Oh yeah, that's right. For it to matter. Let me see, what did it do for my leaderboard? Okay, it moved us up to 9. All right, we did some damage with that. That's good. I don't know if this is real time tracking. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You said stay, stay. Do one. Okay, do another battle. Yeah, they sweet. Okay, we'll do one more. My screen, y'all gotta have to click the rematch. Somebody else click it because my screen's not working. Oh, it did unlock. Okay. Okay. So wait a minute. It hasn't started the timer yet. So it's gonna start with and it's okay. Now it started. This was yeah. It might have been Danny. Miss Treetop got her friends over there. She got her friends over there. So you got so yes, we're down with it. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you said your daughter, huh? Okay. She got back in time then, huh? With that whole plane issue. Was oh wow. Okay. Now is this your live day? You go live, Mr. Treetop? Okay. Okay. So talk about your topic for the room so some new folks can learn about what you do. Thank you very much. Thank you. Financial, you said financial discipline? Say that again. What is that? That's pretty. What was that? The Starlight Saber. Oh wow. Oh. Thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate y'all. I know. I know. Yeah, her community, they 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 in it to win it. Love. Nor when does it normally come? Oh. So wait a minute. Why didn't we get it? What time does it normally happen? During the 2 minute phase? 2 minutes into the okay. We still may get it. Oh, look at you, Mr. Anderson. First time gifter. Look at you, friend. Oh, let's see. Oh, you said I'm learning. You did it. You said Mayday, Mayday. Oh, I'd have forgot about the campaign. I forgot about the campaign. Yes. Are you in the top 5? You said I'm in 4th. Oh, you're in 4th? Wait a minute. Demetria. No, Demetria, one of our newbies. Let me see. She said, yes, ma'am. No, Demetria number 3. Demetri, you number 3. She said, "I'm number 4." No, no, ma'am, you number 3, right? And Flourish, you number 5. You might well, let's see what happens. You might be higher. Well, no, yeah, after the battle. Yeah, you would need almost 10K points though. All right, you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Let's Oh, she sniped. She sniped. Wow. Wow, I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. You said I did? You said I didn't see it either. Doc, do it with you said just do it with auntie. Just do it. Just do it, Miss Street Talk. Just do it with auntie now. They said, Flores, you got too much power back over there. You got too much fighting power over there with your community. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Yes, yes. I'm learning. So there's a timer. Yeah, there's a timer. You're beating a timer. We didn't get power ups. We didn't get power ups either battle. So what will happen? Yeah, I didn't win. We didn't win. So because we didn't win either one, you guys would have gotten little power ups. If you click your gift box, there's a panel right at the bottom. It says right next to exclusive. The last panel at the bottom, last words, right next to it, if you slide it over, you'll see this little symbol. It looks like a backpack. If you click that, that's where power ups go. And so whenever you are in a battle and you get those, because the top 3 people here will get them, you will want to check to see if you have power ups for that person, that room, and then you can use them. Okay. So so every so everybody got power ups but us. So exactly, quality. Yes, that's it. So don't be afraid to do this. I want to make sure our new friends in the room, don't be afraid to do this. This is something that you can kind of build into your schedule, your plans. It's a great way to kind of build community. You see people are kind of rallying behind you and stuff, especially if you have a strong community you're growing. Oh, it's gone now. You can't see it. Yeah. So Nuggies, just that you know, is the wins. You get a winning streak when you win. So if you're battling for the wins, you want that streak to be there. So Flourish got a win just by doing that last one. Miss Treetop, I guess she took your win. Is that how it just went? Like you just won and she took it? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. And so you keep your wins only as you do those 3, 4 on 4, or what is it, 2 on 2s? Okay. 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 And so do you have a winning streak? You do have a winning streak, don't you? Oh. So as you start growing, so Demetria, this might be helpful for you as you starting to grow. You'll pay attention to your daily league, the leagues that you're in and stuff. Each day you're growing even more. And the more you grow, the higher league you come in, you move up into. And so Mrs. Treetop, you're B2, B3, B3. She she does the filters when she gotta move around. Yeah, you use them or lose them. What league are you? What were you before? You were in the B League, weren't you? Okay. Okay. What happened? Because you traveled? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. So no, I'm B4 now, Coach Jessica. I did. I did. Yeah. Yeah. You got a plan for it. Yeah. So we'll see. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Um you said we can battle tonight. We can do a battle tonight. Okay. Um yeah, what time you going live? That was Coach Jessica in the comments. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all. How much longer y'all got? I want to. Oh, look at you. Okay. Are you guys gonna Well, Flourish, I know you're gonna get off because you already went live today. Mrs. Treetop, you are. Yeah. Oh, let me say this. Anybody who's in the room, yeah, yeah, come go over. And thank you all for supporting those battles. I apologize. I should have said it when you guys were in my box, my bubbles. Thank you all for helping and supporting and doing that. I don't see where it's moved me up yet, so I'm thinking probably have to get off the live and it'll real update for me. I don't see it being real time. It said I'm 9, but it's not calculating all the points that I got. So I think I'm much higher. Yes. Definitely Flourish and Mrs. Treetop. If you guys don't mind going over there and just following them, you have to go into their room, click their name. It'll show up their mini profile, and then you can say watch them live. They do need 5 to um to make this live count, and they get full credit for the scale live rewards, the monetization. Hmm. You said follow both. Um, let's see. I don't see where it's showing up for you neither, Flourish. It's showing up. Thank you so much, Jack. It's only yeah, for my screen for you all, it's not showing that y'all have any. I'm not sure if it's just maybe the screen's not updating correctly real time. Yeah, Lady Neve, she's in the room. Yeah, you actually have to go in their room to make it count. You said you follow both retired teacher. You know what? Let me do my backups too. Let me go over. I'm gonna come over and do unfollow. So Couture, I said I follow Mrs. Treetop. Okay. Y'all, you do? Okay, let me. Let me see. I'm gonna get your heart me too. Let's see. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for doing that. We'll see what happens with my campaign. And then she's gonna do another one on Sunday now. You got power ups now. You're gonna do one on Sunday. He said, so, Mr. Treetop, you are gonna stay live. You're doing your financial literacy, financial wellness. Why I say wellness? It's yeah, her energy is infection. You gotta definitely connect with her. And then Flourish, you are done for the day. She's done a whole morning of lives. So her live coming here with me and now battling. So y'all did well. Y'all trying to move up on these campaigns. So I understand. I get it. But thank you so much. I appreciate y'all both. Anybody who wants to go over to Mrs. Treetop, she's gonna stay live. Flourish, you're about to get off shortly. Okay. 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 Wow. 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 Oh, okay. Okay. Let's yeah. I don't think it's raining here. It's Florida. It'll probably rain at some point. All right. All right. Well, I thank y'all both. I appreciate you. He said, what do you all get for moving up in the campaigns? Campaigns. So different campaigns offer different benefits. This one is diamonds. Diamonds is a part of it. This is the don't scroll challenge. The don't scroll challenge. Yeah, that's what this one is. And it is top the top person gets 15K diamonds. 2 and 3 gets 10K diamonds, and then they get promote coupons too. So it's diamonds and promote coupons. Um, 4 through 10 get 5K diamonds and $60 in promote coupons. And then 11 through 30 gets 30 diamond. I mean 3,000 diamonds and $50 in promote coupons. So I was like, that's not a bad payout. That's not a bad campaign at all. And it was easy. Is she? Yeah. Well, Flores, you just said you won one. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah. So we'll see. I'm in the top. We'll see if I end up staying in the top 10. That's everybody in the top 30 gets something. The top 30, uh-huh. Top 30 gets something. They get 3,000 diamonds and a $50 promote coupon. That's good. I mean, that's what I was like, wow, this is a good campaign. Uh so CC, she said, CC, like, will the diamonds convert to money? Yes, the diamonds convert to money. So yeah, that's money that was earned. Hmm. So 3,000. It's like I think it's like 20. It's almost $30. That's I mean, if you want to do it like that math, it's a little under $30. It's not quite 30, but yeah, but that's what you're getting. Yep. And then you get a coupon with it too. You get my $50 promote coupon. So not bad at all. You said, "Oh yeah, girls." Yeah, so it's not bad. Um, all right. So if you guys want to head over, I'm gonna let you guys down. Thank you so much for doing that for me. I appreciate you both. And I was right. It was. It was. It was. I appreciate it. Exactly. No losers. No losers at all. It's always a winner. Yep. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, friends. All right. Take care. Bye bye. All right. So that was hello. How you doing, Freedom? Welcome to the room, friends. Coach Jesse, thank y'all. Thank you. Nice to meet everyone. You know what? This is such a great community. I won the agency community bingo lottery. I really did because this is such a great community. People who are so caring, so free with information and sharing and just supportive all over. So it's a great community. I tell you all the time, people are going to be an extension of how you operate too. You know what I'm saying? Like they're an extension of you. When you think about what type of community you're cultivating, so think about how you're showing up, how you're supporting, and that's going to be reflective of the people you attract. And I attract some great people. Does anyone have a video where they show you where to work the back end of TikTok? Anyone have a video? What you mean? What specifically? Usually they'll show you a feature. What feature you need, Diamond? I've probably done a few back end stuff, videos for it. Just depends on the feature. That was awesome lesson. It was so true. It is. It is. Does anyone have a video where to show you how to work the back end? Well, yeah, Diamond. Which one in particular? Yeah. Let me know what you need, friend. The back end. Are you talking about like TikTok Studio? Are you talking about the settings and privacy on your page? That's a different area. Yes. TikTok Studio. That's what I'm saying with TikTok Studio. Um, what do you need? Because usually, I think I've done one in the past. You said I'm new here. Hi, Divine Light. How are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Um, all of it, really. Well, here, Diamond. Here's what I'm gonna tell you to go to on the post side. So, all right, follow me, friend. When you are on your page, when you're on your page, we'll go to the so you're on your page. You see these three lines here? On these three lines, it says TikTok Studio. Or here, it says TikTok Studio. So it's either place. Let me turn my camera around so you can see it. TikTok Studio here, or hit the three lines, TikTok Studio here. You hit TikTok Studio. This is the back end. You have the post side, you have the post side, and you have the live side. On the post side, if you scroll down to the bottom, it says Creator Academy. He said, "Oh, good. Somebody recommended for you to come here. Creator Academy. There's all types of videos, all types of tutorials and information. If you click here, it'll actually kind of give you courses, some other resources, articles, some other stuff. So that's probably where you want to start, depending on what you're looking for. On the live side, scroll all the way down. Live Academy. Click that arrow here. You can get beginner courses or advanced courses. So you get both sides. Creator side, Creator Academy, or the Live Academy. Those are the trainings. and there's some videos in there, depending on what you're looking for. So just depends. Thanks so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. If there's a specific question, let me know. But I think that's probably a good place to start, just so you kind of know what's happening there and how to how to get started. All right. And then if there's a section that you're like, oh, I want to know more about this, then you can go on the home screen and just search that term, and maybe somebody's done a video about it. So that's a way to do it. Maybe you've seen a video from that end. All right. That was good. A good question. Y'all, y'all so funny. Y'all like, look here, lady. We didn't know none of that. We didn't know none of that was there. How do you upload your stickers on TikTok? Okay. um, well, stickers for the live stream, like I have my stickers here, it's in the fan club. We all benefit from one question, I know. Under the fan club. So now you have to go to the live side. Remember, I told you the live side. So on the live side, you're gonna go to tools and resources, fan club. See that first one? There's an arrow here that shows you all the boxes here. But you want this fan club box. Under the fan club box is what's called, hold on, somebody trying to battle me. I'm gonna say no. I hope that wasn't a battle I was supposed to do. I don't think so. Okay. You see this fan club part? It says fan club zone. Click the fan club zone, and that's where you add your stickers and other stuff. All right. So that's where you would do it. Thank you all. Hey, Sultry Nana, how are you, friend? Welcome, welcome. Y'all, I did a 3 hour live. It's 3 hours and 10 minutes. I'm going to get off soon. I'll get off in the next 5 minutes or so I can make it an even 3 hours and 15 minutes. I don't know if that makes a difference, y'all. But I appreciate y'all. Sultry Nana, how you been, friend? Did you pop in by accident? I hope you're here. You said that was awesome. You're welcome, friend. I hope you get what you need from that. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate you all. Um, you said great information. I mean, you said the last 2 minutes was great, huh? He's like, I got my questions answered. I appreciate y'all. So Jeanette, how's everything going, friend? Miss you going live. How's it all going on well in the world? Hopefully you are doing well, friend. Um, my live was okay last night. It was all right, awesome. Stick with it. Stick with it. Make sure you're doing your content. Maybe make sure you're searching the terms for your community so that hopefully you're driving in the people who are coming in, the parents that are looking for your guidance and tips and stuff. I'm gonna have you guys collect your points. If you have any points up there, collect your points. I really appreciate everybody. Thank you all for the watching, the likes, the shares, the comments, the gifting, all the engagement. I appreciate it. All right. I'll be back at 4 o'clock. We'll see how things go later today. I forgot to put up the board. Yes, the board matters. That's a good call to action, kind of hook to help people understand what to do or what's going on in your life. Okay. Um, you said blessings has been a struggle back home from the hospital with my husband. God is good. Okay. Okay. I'm praying for you and him. I know it's been a struggle, friend. All right. Hopefully hubby's doing better and he's feeling much better, friend. Demetria, welcome back in, friend. Thank you all for your support. If you weren't here earlier, I appreciate everyone supporting that battle. Thank you for the daily Heartme, friend. I appreciate you all. Win for you. Thank you so much for being here, grabbing that daily Heartme. I appreciate all the support, you guys. You guys are amazing. Devon, thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Um, So I will be back at 4 o'clock. Feel free to set the reminder. Demetria, thank you again, friend. Want to make sure we support you too. So make sure you get a first time battle in so we can support as well. Okay. And I'm gonna come by your live too. Thank you all. Thank you all the support and kindness. I remember practice makes progress. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. Just go live. My new friends who just came in for the first time, I will be back. I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. So this is my 10 o'clock live. Yes, and take some meds. I'm gonna take something. I haven't taken anything today, so that's exactly what I'm about to do. Um, I go live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern, so I'll be back in a few hours. So hopefully we can catch each other then, and I can answer questions and talk about the go live process. You'll be live today at 10 p.m. Central. Diamond live today at 10 p.m. Central. All right. Diamond, it's almost time for you to join the agency too. So that way we can put you in the group chat and you can get some more visibility, friend. I'm going to DM you about the shop violation. Okay, perfect. Yeah, perfect. You want to message do it now? So that way I'll look at it immediately. All right. Scheduling with you also today. Okay, perfect. All right. Take care, friend. I'll see you later. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you.